Hello, welcome to the Famous for Nothing podcast. I don't know what episode this is, but this is the start of our episode because you got the Coke can.
There you go.
Yeah. I almost didn't do that because I wasn't reminded. Yeah, Nick reminded me. But this episode, we got someone special. I won't do the induction. I'll let you do it.
This is my fiancé, Audrey. I always mention her. I always mention that I need to bring you on here. I just never do. I invite you. Hi.
Hi.
How are you?
I feel like the gum is the ASMR.
It's constant mastication.
We just got back from Rock City, which was pretty fun. Rock City, for the people that don't know, is like a place in Tennessee. You can see 7 different states in one spot, and they do a little Christmas thing. It is honestly it's good for the kids. I'll say that. It's good for the kids.
It's always good for the kids. It's good for them to get money too.
Mm-hmm. And right before we started this, the episode before this one was a Gamecast episode, and that Gamecast episode was a Kingdom Hearts episode, Kingdom Hearts 2 to be exact, my favorite game of all time. Mm-hmm. And I used footage for Rock City, and so I had to delete that footage after putting it on my computer to make room for the podcast. I switched up the storage cards I was supposed to use, and I just deleted the Kingdom Hearts video.
Everything.
Yes,
all that hard work.
That's right before this started. All the footage we had for Kingdom Hearts, I literally just deleted. So, yeah,
we were gonna redo it anyways.
Yeah, we're gonna redo it. I still have the audio episode. I might just put the audio out for a bonus episode, but yeah. So.
Damn it.
It was a great way to start off the podcast.
Sorry. But, yeah, I mean, I guess we will do it. We redo it. As far as, last episode and the episode that's supposed to be coming out now, which is, Kingdom Hearts 1, I guess it's just going to be, a fucking 3-week time span.
3-week gap.
Yeah. People probably just wonder, does he ever quit? Because I would just go into hiatuses, and then I'll come out with, 3 episodes in a week.
There's a month, you'll have nothing.
Yeah.
You'll come out with 2 more.
Yeah, just, back to back. But... this little thing you was talking about before, it was changing the subject or whatnot.
Do what now?
I don't know what it's called.
The
You change
game.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
It's a game that I found on a podcast that I listened to called Distractable.
Mm-hmm.
With Mark, Bob, and Wade. They do a game called Change, where it's an improv game where the judge will go up against 2 people, and I'll come up with a scenario. Let's say you're the daughter and she's the father. You guys are going prom dress shopping, and you have to do the whole dialogue in between that.
Mm-hmm.
And while y'all are talking and doing the part, I can say change, and the last thing you said has to be changed, no matter what it is. It just has to and then I can say change as many times as I want until I'm satisfied with what you said.
Okay. See, for some reason, when I was thinking it was I don't know what I was thinking. I was thinking maybe you had a topic, whatever,
mm-hmm.
and then she takes one side, I take the other side, and whenever you say change, I have to have a different reason than the one I already had, or something like that.
That's kind of like devil's advocate. That's another idea where I say, okay, you're for
mm-hmm.
people having nukes, and you're against people having nukes, and whoever has the best argument gets to be the judge for the next game.
Gotcha.
That's the kind of other game I was thinking of.
Okay.
But it's whatever you want to do. I mean, whatever.
We should do, in order to what we just said, we do change, and then I want to try to do devil's advocate.
Now, change is a lot harder to do podcast-wise because it's a lot more flamboyant.
Mm-hmm.
It's improv, so you're kind of up and moving around. So just doing audio is going to be kind of fun. So somebody has to be the judge, and then the other 2 have to be
your judge.
Actors. You want me to be a judge?
Yeah, you're judge, because I have no idea what's going on. I just got to make... Yeah.
Absolutely same.
So I didn't know we were doing this, so I had to come up with scenarios in my head. Shit. Okay, we'll just go...
Why aren't you prepared?
I know.
You're the co-host.
I'm supposed to bring a notebook. I used to bring notebooks, too, with, ideas and shit, but now I don't. Okay, so I'll be the judge. Y'all 2 have to be the actors in the subject. So we'll do what we did before. You're the daughter, and you're the father. You are bringing her to go prom dress shopping.
Prom dress. So you mean
Prom dress
so
shopping.
high school
Yeah.
prom?
Yes,
Okay.
You have been so excited to get this dress.
Mhm.
You're looking for it. You're constantly trying to look, and he's just like, okay, we're here. Let's just get it over with. So, and remember, when I say change, the last thing someone said has to be changed to something else. You have to say something.
Anything or like?
I mean, it has to go with like you can't just say something random, but it has to
Okay.
go with what you're saying. But it can be anything.
Okay.
It just has to go with what you're saying. And if I keep saying change, you have to keep changing what you're saying
Until
And if
he's
I'm-
satisfied.
until I
And
just
you're
keep-
going to be an asshole about
Oh
it.
yeah. Okay, so I'll set the scene real quick.
Okay.
You are at Target. You are on a budget, and you're going prom dress shopping.
If we're at Target, we're really on a budget.
So, Audrey, you are the father. You are the predetermined daughter.
Mm-hmm.
So, whoever wants to start, go ahead.
I'm tired of coming to Walmart and Target for everything we need. All my friends have all had to go to these amazing places and have these amazing dresses, and I'm gonna have something saying Target on my ass and going to prom. And what do you want me to do about this? You expect me just to not hook up with somebody now? So either you have a choice to either I'm gonna hook up with somebody or we can go somewhere nice.
So, let me get this straight.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to stoop so low to hook up with someone because I won't buy you a $50,000 dress?
Okay, well, 49 would do, but I mean,
Change.
here's the thing. So, also another thing you got to think of is all the dresses here is my flow is very heavy sometimes, and I have been on birth control. So now I don't know when it's going to happen. So it could happen during prom. So I need to get something where I could feel safe and feel insecure, and when I go to prom. So
Do you understand? You're like my fourth girl.
Change.
I know how. That's fucking disgusting. Fine. We will go to a moderately priced dress store, but if you buy anything that shows your damn nasty monkey, I'm gonna be pissed.
Change.
And you can pick out whatever dress you want. Just don't tell your mom, okay? Damn.
Andrew, the one I'm going with or whatever, he was asking me a question. I don't know how to answer it because I don't know male things, but he was going condoms and he don't know which one to get.
Change.
So he, I don't know what to change it to.
Okay, we can
I don't know.
You see how hard that can be?
Mom said that.
Mom said you should tell me the condom sizes.
Mom said that he should get the large ones just in case, But I don't know.
Well, just send him on over and we'll have a discussion about it.
He said he doesn't want to talk to you.
Well,
He says last time he saw a dad, he talked to a dad that they got in a fight. So, and I don't think he said he might not like if he found out he sell drugs. I don't know if I'm supposed to tell you that or not. So,
well, actually, bring him on by. Might be a little bit interesting.
yeah, you know what? He might like him because you seem very high up right now, and he does sell weed. So this could actually work out.
What
Huh?
kind?
What do you mean? What kind?
What do you mean? What kind?
I'm 16 years old.
Don't act like you don't know. Who? Me? I smell it. My bedroom's below yours. You know how many nights I cry because I want to go up there and smoke with you. Your mom's being a hellion.
Mom's not here no more. And I know it's because of you. Yeah, I live below you, and I could hear everything you guys talked about. So I know she's not here because of you.
Well, it's because of the damn neighbor, Sheila. Apparently she's into chicks with dicks. I don't really know.
I see you going in her back door all the time, and and I know this is the only reason you're getting me a dress because we talked about this before. You said you wasn't going to get me a dress, and now that I found out that you've been cheating on Mom.
So you're ungrateful. All that matters is that you're getting a dress.
Scene.
Oh
Okay.
my God.
So as
I never got a dress.
you never did.
We're rescheduling it.
As a judge, I have to pick somebody to be the next judge of the game. So I'm gonna go with Isaac because I want to stay here. So
So I have to come up with a scenario, right?
I would say yeah. So just come up with
Oh,
any kind of
man, I
scenario
don't
that I
have
have
no
to
idea.
be. That she has to be.
What do you mean
so
you have no
hard?
idea? You just threw curveballs at me.
I don't know.
Sweating.
I don't know a good scenario though.
I mean,
I have to give me some time. You guys should like talk about your like guys' lives and how you guys met or something. Why I brainstorm over here?
Brainstorm.
Well, I can't just say, well, how's your day been? Because I know exactly how her day's been.
Shitty. It's been shitty.
Okay. I don't want to go to this dinner tomorrow. I don't want to.
Neither do I.
What dinner is this? What dinner is this?
This is the one of my mom's family. I don't want to go.
Does she
With
listen?
Diane.
Does she listen to the podcast?
No.
She might.
I
No,
know.
she don't.
She might.
What is this famous for nothing? Who is Isaac?
Unless you're posting on Audible. No.
You should post on Audible. Why don't you?
All right. On Audible?
Yeah, Audible.
Audible. Oh wait, is it not the books?
Mm-hmm.
Can you do podcast?
I think so.
Oh man,
Oh,
I'm open.
Probably.
All right, so
she might listen to the podcast.
all I can think of is like a grim situation. I can't think of anything.
Grim?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Shoot it at me.
Okay. So you guys can be brother or sister. I don't know.
Okay.
Okay, but
It's like high school when they thought we were
Appearance.
brother and sister.
there you go. You guys can be brother and sister. Okay. Your parent, doesn't matter who, is only left, and they're about to pass away from like a kidney or whatever. They can give them one now, but it could be infected and hurt him more and make him die. Or you can try to wait for a good one to come, but time is
Of the essence.
of the essence. So
Okay.
one side has to be like, we should do it now, and the other side is like, we should go ahead and just replace it and be safe.
This is gonna get dark.
This is I told you I can only think of something grim at the point.
Viewer warning, listener warning.
All right.
Maybe you know what? Maybe we shouldn't do that. Yeah.
Trigger warning.
Maybe we shouldn't. Okay.
Disclaimer: nobody here.
Let's just
uses
move the
kidney
devil's
transplant.
advocate right now. I
right,
cannot. I can't think.
Disregard all the disclaimers.
I'm gonna.
I'm sorry, guys. I went there.
Shit. Oh, God. Okay.
Your phone's dead.
You can tell
It's
what
off
kind of
right
day.
now. I'll turn it off so I don't fucking hear it. Okay. You want to try and do devil's advocate?
Let's do a devil's advocate.
Okay. Am I judge again?
I guess so.
I can't do it.
Oh no, okay. Wait, I'm going back. Okay, we're just gonna restart again. Okay, okay,
You got this.
okay. So we're just gonna do a superhero scene. So you guys are in the devastation of like New York or whatever, and superhero battles are going on. One of you got to be for like the hero, saying like, hey, they're saving our lives, and one of them has to be like, they're fucking destroying everything.
Okay.
Okay.
So there
So
you
this
go.
is devil's advocate, right?
Or whatever you
No,
change.
change.
Okay.
So
So
who's gonna be for and who's gonna be? I guess devil advocate and change is kind of the same thing, except one just has change in the middle.
yeah.
Okay.
Pretty much
Okay.
I think the concept's the same, but change seems a little bit more.
intense.
Yeah, because I started sweating when he threw me the curveballs.
Okay. So if we're doing devil's advocate, then one person has a little bit of time to do their argument. The other person has a little bit of time to do their argument. And then we each get rebuttals if you want to, or we can just whoever had the best argument wins. And then that beats the judge for the next game.
I like
Okay.
the like who has the best argument. Like you pick the best argument
Okay.
kind of thing.
So,
wait, are we doing change or are we doing devil's
we'll do
advocate?
devil's advocate just to kind of.
The same topic though. Okay.
Okay.
So
but like, is he
what was
the judge?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
We'll have you. So whoever has the best argument gets to be the judge for the next one.
Okay.
So what was the topic?
The topic is one is for the superheroes, one is against the heroes. So you're in like, New York or whatever. Superman's like going around and fighting this bad guy, but it's causing destruction everywhere. And Yeah. So one of them's for and one of them's against.
Okay. I will
This
be.
can also get very dark.
I will be for superheroes. I guess you can be against superheroes.
Oh, well, what choice do I have?
We'll both be for. We can't lose. You want me to go first?
Is there a timer or
Ladies
no
first?
timer?
You can just look and see like 30 seconds or something.
Okay.
Well, this can be kind of like change where he tells you to like stop and then.
Oh yeah,
instead of change,
wait.
like, he tells you to
That sounds fun. I want to try to stop. So you have a point, and it sounds like you're about to make a good point. I can just tell you to stop. You can't even finish what you're about to do.
Frustrating. Shit. Okay. Curse you.
For versus against.
Okay. So, am I going?
Yeah, go for it.
Okay. So, we need superheroes in this town because if we didn't have the superheroes, then all these aliens would start coming into this world and destroying our shit, and all we have is people with pea shooters called guns. We need someone with super strength, invincibility, even someone that's just tactically advantaged with gadgets. At least they know what they're doing more than the police do. And we don't know what we're doing. All we know how to do is panic and be sheep, and we need the wolves to protect us. So, even if they do destroy our stuff, we could take the little bit of risk and damage rather than having the world collapse on us right now. That's all I got.
Okay.
Okay.
I think you've lost already, but I'm just saying.
I mean,
I'd
as
be
soon
a
as you said
damn
aliens,
good
I was
lawyer.
like.
Where are we going with this? Where are we going?
So, I'm against superheroes because they're destroying our stuff so much that we're vulnerable to any other attacks. Like one day I was sitting in the kitchen and just Superman just flew through. And I was just trying to eat my waffles and he took a waffle with him and I cried on my way to school. So I'm against superheroes. They do more damage than they do good. They do it all to save one person and then they kill millions and then everybody's just like sweep under the rug.
Yeah, but what if you're Lois Lane that day?
Fuck Lois Lane. If Henry Cavill can't even be Superman anymore, what's the point? So, no. X-nay on the superheroes. Done.
Okay. So before I make a decision, I'm gonna ask some questions about this. Okay.
Is that your gavel?
Yes.
Dun, dun.
So order. First of all, whenever Superman went through your kitchen,
Okay.
is it still damaged or has it been
It's very
repaired?
much damage. There's doubt.
Has not been repaired at all?
No. Because
Okay.
he's too busy cleaning up the street.
Okay. Well, I'm guessing he still took your waffle too.
Yes, I'm very upset
so
about it.
that's
It's my
also-
last waffle.
Report
So
goes.
damage of property and thievery. So
The free waffle. Sentenced to 5
there's
years.
that. And I heard you bring up a point about it's better for these people to have the gadgets than the police or whatnot. The police actually go to school for a while to learn how to be safe and to defense.
These people are just born with it.
I'm not sure. Could you tell me how you know these people are better to
Or
use
get
this?
bit by radioactive spiders.
I cannot confirm or deny this.
I plead the fifth.
No. So the thing is, okay, I just need you to tell me how, like, say an alien weapon came or something, right? Why is it better if a superhero grabs this weapon and experiments with it than the U.S. government?
Well, because if the superhero, maybe they have like a past with this weapon, maybe they're like alien form, they already know what it does. They already know how to control it.
So you're saying that
Gamora,
they're already a
basically.
spy? They're already a spy.
Well, they already know how to contain it. They already know how to deal with it. Our government could get a hold of it and start doing experiments that could fuck up more than what it's already meant to do.
Or it could just go into a 3-movie series about what it is because they don't know either.
True.
What's that possibility?
But I do take offense that you're saying that we could fuck it up for.
He meant you personally too.
Yeah, I heard. I take
I
offense.
feel personally attacked.
Listen, this is for and versus against.
Why do you not have faith in the government? Let me ask you this.
Dun dun dun. Trigger warning.
My dog stepped on a bee. I plead the 6th.
And see, okay,
I don't
so
wanna trigger anybody.
I know there's a super dog, right?
And it's all.
And Superman's dog or whatever, and his name's Crypto. Okay, he stepped on a bee. I'm sure he has, and nothing happens of it. Why is it fair for that to happen to him, but when my dog steps on a bee, he makes that sound. We have to take him to the hospital. We don't know if he's gonna be alive after this.
And the government charges you.
Oh, but he should be in charge. Yeah.
But the government charges you.
All because of the
All
damn
because-
dog.
Let's just all treat people for free.
Right?
Let's just
I agree.
Canada.
no one.
Just kidding.
Captain America. Okay. We live in America.
The most superficial racist of all, Captain America.
He's a superficial racist?
Yes. He grew up in like 1940.
Listen,
he 2010.
he's not racist. Whenever he was frozen, he got out of his chamber. He did get treated by a black doctor and started using the N-word. But we had to tell him that we don't live like this no more. Okay.
We had to educate him.
Yes.
It took a long
Yes,
time.
there was an Asian guy that also came in. He was like the doctor too, and
He got PTSD a little bit.
yeah, he thought he was a spy. He started going crazy. And
Yeah, you're right. He was a
but
superficial racist.
I will say this: I don't think your point of superheroes being in charge
Dun, dun,
is
dun.
the best bet.
Hand over the belt, buddy.
So I would have to say she's the winner.
So how can we make this?
Um,
Make it
That's a lot of George Washington too right there.
How do we make?
I
this,
see you know our presidents.
Go away.
I see you brought presidency. Well,
All
you
right,
could be Saint Nick
So that technically means she won.
I don't know. I am.
by a technicality.
I am the government, so you might have just lost by his last stunt.
I was
We're not
given a
corrupt.
losing hand, and I think I did well with my losing hand. Okay.
Okay. Well, I'll probably have to give it to him at the very end because we're not corrupt. We just we know what's best
fucked.
for ourselves.
That I will be a good sport and hand it over to you.
I just feel like it's given to me at this point. This is
That's
bull.
the point.
I didn't feel earned.
That's the point.
All right. So am I the new judge?
Yeah, go for it.
I need the gavel. Dang. I'm
The gavel.
not gonna make harsh. I'm like, okay. Oh, I just broke it right there. Okay, so I'm gonna do the old one. You are for Americans owning nuclear weapons.
Okay.
So your average Joe
Just owning, not using, right?
owning and using. You are for
Trigger warning.
Americans owning and able to use nuclear weapons, like if they have to own guns.
Mm-hmm.
You, of course, are against it. You think it's blasphemous. Okay? I'm actually gonna let her go first.
Mid-yawn.
So,
I'm against, right?
you were against, yes.
Okay, well, it's pretty obvious. It's a nuke. It can wipe out literal states, literal continents. Don't shake your head. You know you're right. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
When has a nuke ever ended in a good result? When? Maybe temporarily. But long term, no, sir. We're still reaping and crying. No, they're not good. I think it's just a bunch of titty babies hiding behind a big ass bomb because they don't want to talk. It takes more cojones to talk, you know?
Okay.
And coincidentally, just throwing that out there, most of the people that are the titty babies behind that are men. Just saying. You're a woman though,
Shots
so
have been fired.
you're a woman though,
I
so
am classified as
and I've
a
got
woman.
George Washington.
I identify as a woman now. So
yes.
now is that,
I am in with two chicks with dicks. Let's go.
is that your argument?
I think nukes are stupid. I think that they're basically crybabies with a big, powerful weapon, and they want to boost their ego. Yes, I think nukes are stupid.
Okay.
All right. So you've heard the argument.
mhm.
I want to hear yours.
First of all, I think she's sexist. And I think that she is obsessed
Just when it comes to
with
nukes.
titties, babies, and she said nukes are stupid. For one, they don't have a brain. Okay, so
The idea.
yeah, that part of the argument is already invalid. And let me,
Are you calling women invalid?
I have a question for you. Of top 5 places in the world, what would you want to go to? If you could choose countries anywhere. If you could,
Oh,
top
so
5
countries.
Yeah. Or just anywhere in the world. Like, what would you want? Top 5, what would it be? Just throw them out there.
I really don't know.
Top 3.
Russia,
No,
I don't want to go to Russia.
Asia,
Okay.
and South America.
Okay. What part of like Asia, South America would you want to go to? Or would you rather go to Asia more than like Europe, or where would you want to go?
No, I'd like to go to Europe more.
I'd like to go to Europe more. Okay.
We're hoping Asia.
I was hoping Asia. I'm sure you would love to go to Japan, right?
Yeah, eventually.
Yes. You would love to go to Japan. I don't think you would want to go there in 1940s. Okay?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, I know.
No, they changed to the best because of what we did to them.
No, they had to adapt. They had to adapt.
No.
They switched completely.
Yeah, adapt to being nice and being the best country in the world because they got bombed
Because
on.
they're scared of being nuked again.
By the way, this is just for a script.
This is not.
For podcast listeners.
To be fair.
This is not a real, no real point.
According to history, Japan picked that fight. That's their fault. And I was against it before I was born. Then
she was calling us titty babies and not having.
I wasn't
cojones.
calling you two titty babies. I was just calling your species. Your.
It was very offensive.
Your
It was very
egos.
for when we was talking about Russia. I think maybe we should probably use a bomb on Russia right now. You know? And it's like,
Well,
am I wrong? Somebody's getting. I think they be getting a little crazy.
FamousForNothing podcast doesn't support Isaac's crazy ideas.
All I'm saying
Please
is
take all of it as a joke.
they are getting a bit crazy right now. Okay, so
Well, this is why it's called a discussion. You can have your bombs, and I can have my peaceful conversation.
they ain't no peaceful conversations. They're gonna come. They're gonna come here.
Why do you need the bomb? That's my question. Why do you need it?
Have you seen? I don't have muscles. What am
Why
I
do you
supposed?
need the muscles?
What? Because people don't want to talk. They'll be
That's
like,
when you use your brain. You
I don't-
out trick them. Why do you
It doesn't
need to go
matter.
to violence immediately?
these big people. They don't like talking. They don't like using the mouth.
Big man, no,
Yeah, big men don't talk. Big men don't talk. Big man hit. He hit very hard.
Money talks. But money talks.
Uh,
Nukes, they cost a lot of money just for you to blow shit up and piss more people
it looks
off.
cool as fuck. Does it
Do
not?
it in the ocean.
It looks cool as hell. Does it not?
Who's that guy that did the big explosion
I know.
without the CGI?
Christopher Nolan just did the nuclear explosion.
Get him.
Sir, yes or no? Does that not look super cool?
I feel this is a subjective.
No,
Okay. Does it not look super cool in the ocean as opposed to vaporizing people on the concrete?
I don't know. I think it's pretty. Have you seen this game called? I mean, this movie called
Concrete
Endgame.
Angels, baby.
Have you seen the Endgame? It's like that, but with fucking fire. It's pretty cool.
You gotta click on there.
Oh, it should be okay. We're at 20 minutes.
Okay.
I will double
right.
check it,
Go
but
ahead.
you can go and use the gavel.
That's very fun. Well, as it stands, yes, there were some subjective words thrown in there from certain parties.
Titty bitties and
Listen,
and
if you're
sexist.
offended, that just proves my point. I mean,
But I will have to take it up with her,
shaboom.
as I do not agree. And she has convinced me, so she is now the judge.
The judge.
You may have gavel.
Thank you.
I'm gonna try and look up some.
And now
more
I have to
things.
use my brain. You know what? Better yet, let's just use a nuke. To think of a scenario.
Is good?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I don't.
You two
have-
talk, and I will think.
I don't have data. It's
Um,
not working.
I played a game. I cannot think of what it was called, and now I'm blanked. You talking about proto?
Callisto Protocol?
Yeah.
Oh god, don't get me started. No, please don't. I'll be here for 20 minutes. Look, I was really excited for it, and I paid $70.
This game, by the way, is a Dead Space
Successor.
Yeah,
it's
that's a
made
good
by
word
the
for it.
same people that did Dead Space, but they split off from EA, made their own company called Striking Distance.
Mhm.
So they were like, okay, well, we'll just make our own Dead Space, and they made it worse, much worse.
They probably should have struck in close instead of
Yeah,
distance.
no.
So, I have an idea.
But
So instead of giving you either a this or that kind of thing, I'm going to ask you to pick, like, okay, so time travel, right?
Mhm.
I want you to think of a decade or just, a period in time where you would genuinely want to time travel back to and give an argument as to why. And then I'll pick who did it instead of giving you a this or that, So just any time period in the past, not in the future. You can't go in the future because obviously you don't know what the hell's going. That you'd want to travel back to and why. And we're gonna start with Isaac.
So I have one just because I just think it'd be cool, but I don't think it could win an argument. So,
okay.
you just
So
saying.
pull some reasons at your ass.
But feudal Japan, going back to Japan, yes.
The poor nuked Japan that you wanted.
No.
Not that one,
This,
not that
this is
one.
this is before nukes were even made. This is whenever we have to have samurais and fight with swords and super cool. Like, I don't know. I played Ghost of Tsushima. I think that was-
Right.
What year is that based on? Like
that's a good question.
300 BC?
Yeah, probably. I don't fucking know. But feudal Japan, whatever that is based, I want to say like 1490 or something. But that's just guessing.
Yeah.
It could be way
Right.
off. But no. I mean, I would just love to be a samurai. I mean, they would
That's
probably.
if you were born into it.
That's what I was about to say. If I walked to feudal Japan myself, I'd probably die instantly because I am obviously different. They probably don't know. They've never seen me.
Pale-faced European.
Yeah, they've never seen me before.
shoot!
Yeah,
It's a ghost.
Yeah.
Well, no, they might
Yeah.
mistake you as a geisha
Yeah.
if they were around then.
Yeah, but they only known Asians back then, so personally I couldn't do it. But I would love to just be able to like see a fucking war with like actual like swords and and fights. Like I don't know. I think that'd be a good way to go out too, like fighting for a country, but like actual like fighting, not shooting or using bombs. Like as a man, I think it'd be really cool just to like give it everything you
Be a
got.
part of that?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So that's about it. Like I said, that's not going to win an argument at all.
Hey, it's pretty good.
I should probably say like, hey, I'm gonna go back to this place to change history or something.
Well, I mean,
I'm gonna go to this place
you
to die.
technically would change history as a white man as a samurai.
I don't know. This is hard. I would probably say probably the 50s. The 50s seem really kind of... It's always shown in like TV and media that the 50s were like the happy-go-lucky time. Everything was fine. The wife was home cooking.
The first thing I think of at 50s is like a woman being slapped. That's like the first. It's like because there's a poster of it, and that poster is always in my head of just the like right after she's been slapped. Sorry.
It's okay. I always just like associate 1950s with like it's all happy. There's no sadness. You're not allowed to be sad. You're just only happy.
Totally
Sadness is not an emotion. It wasn't invented until the 60s.
This is totally opposite of what I think of when I think of
Really?
Yes.
How so?
I think of gangsters and shit like
shit.
like
Oh,
mafia.
he thinks of like greasers
Yeah. No.
or like actual gangsters.
like
like
mafia.
depression.
Al Capone.
Well, I guess like 50s wasn't. I was thinking like Al Capone, but that's probably like more 30s than 50s.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just always think that the 50s was just like the all-American dream.
Yeah,
Like
poodle
dad's
skirts
cooking on the
and-
barbecue, the mom's like vacuuming, the kids playing out in the backyard with the dog, that kind of stuff. And like there's a white picket fence, like the all-American dream. But I know it wasn't always like that. There's people doing coke in the back line, but
or
it's
their husbands coming back from the war and smacking the shit out of them.
like I said, it's not ideal, but I always thought that was like a really neat time, that everything was just always seemed to be happy, but really there was a lot of underlying issues that we didn't really get to see.
So I'm confused. Do you want to go back because it seemed like a happy time when shit was actually going behind the scenes?
It seems very interesting, and I would have liked to seen if it really was. Like
Okay.
if like really was the American dream, if people were actually happy, people were doing what they wanted to do and stuff. I think that'd be really cool.
I got a question. If I could travel in time somewhere,
Mhm.
for one, could I die?
No.
Okay,
I mean,
great.
no.
Okay, good. Can I bring someone with me?
No, you're by yourself.
Can I please bring someone with me?
Please.
I would love to go to like World War II and just drop off Nick, since knowing he can't die.
Response.
Just seeing what
Germans
happens.
are just fucking firing every machine gun on almost one person.
That reminds me of a video that you showed me. It was some Call of Duty game, and he kept respawning in the same spot with this big ass box that kept falling on him and killing him. It's
Some
like 6 times he respawned.
Like put a care package on a spawn point, and so every time you'd spawn, it would hit the box, and you would die instantly on every spawn point.
every
Such
time.
a dick move.
Until he
That's pretty
finally
good.
respawned in a different spot. It's like the game broke. These are some really good arguments because I myself love the 50s. I love the poodle skirt, little, look, going to the milkshake bar and, enjoying a milkshake with your high school sweetheart that you'll soon have as an abuser,
I will say too, like Americans, whatever, man's a manliest man, feudal Japan. They're all about respect.
That's true.
Super respect. Like, I don't know.
I mean, I'm the one that agrees.
I was gonna make a better
I'm
point.
the one that wears this all day long.
What is it? What does it say?
This the tattoo I got.
Honor
is
is not giving, it is earned.
Yeah. So
I'm the one that's gonna agree with you the most.
But I also think the Japan part is really cool. Now, where you did kind of lose me is the war.
that is so.
But okay, but this was before
But
he learned that
here's
he
the
couldn't
thing,
die.
okay.
And he said,
I would love to be a samurai and just fucking just go to
slaughter
war.
people, basically.
Yeah. Not slaughter people, but dude, could you imagine being a dual standoff? It's it's you and this guy.
I could understand where you were coming from, but you were like, I also just want to witness a war.
I do.
I was like, wait, so you want to travel back in time just to see people die?
Yeah.
That's every decade. Why?
or
Japan?
Or the Yuan Dynasty, which is also in China, whatever, with it's the 3 different kingdoms come together and fight. No, can I change my answer? Can I change my answer?
Go ahead.
Also has to do the war. No, if I could go back in time, my favorite thing in history is during the Yuan Dynasty, this guy named Zhao Yan, okay? He is a commander of someone named Liu Bei. Liu Bei is a king of one of the 3 kingdoms, okay? Liu Bei's, I'm trying not to lose you guys. Liu Bei,
It's okay.
Liu Bei's son was kidnapped by someone named Cao Cao, a second person of one of the 3 kingdoms, okay? He was kidnapped.
I love triangle.
So Cao Cao has the biggest army of the 3. Liu
Yeah.
Bei has the second biggest army. But Liu Bei said, my son is now considered dead. I no longer have a son. Cao Cao has 100,000 troops, and he has his son. They're trying to bait him to go
Right.
his war. He said he's not going to go. And they left. Zhao Yan, one of the commanders, was supposed to go with him. Zhao Yan said, got all of his personal bodyguards, was 10 people. He got all of his personal bodyguards and went on a horseback to Cao Cao's base with hundreds of thousands of people. It's amazing. He walked in there, he had a spear, and then he had his 10 bodyguards. He goes in there, full force, goes through the whole base, grabs the child, gets him on the lap, and then he's riding the horse and trying to hold the child at the same time and going through thousands of people. He's the only one that made it out alive. He was, he made it out messed up. All of his bodyguards was left behind, but he got the baby and came back and brought it back to Liu Bei. I would love to go back and just to see that happen. One man go through thousands of people to go save this child and come back.
Is that a true story?
Huh?
Is that a true story?
Yeah.
I was gonna
Yeah,
say,
that's my favorite time in
someone
history.
Fact-checked him. I'm just kidding. Okay, so I hit the mic. I hit the very gentle mic. So I think it's as much as I love the 50s. I think because he was explaining this whole
Dude,
love triangle thing.
I'm very involved. I'm very moved by that the
Asian
Yuan
culture?
the Yuan Dynasty thing. I love it, and the whole Zhao Yan character. That's my favorite time in all of history. I think.
So I think I'm gonna have to give it to him just for the pure passion
Yes,
behind
passion.
wanting to see this guy slaughter so many people and hold a child.
So I won, right?
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
let me go ahead and end the story. So he gives it to Lube. He gives the child to Lube. He gives the child back to Lube, his father, who is the king. And Lube is holding the child, and he drops the child and murders it in front of everybody else. And he says, "Don't ever disobey an order I've made." Or whatnot,
Shit.
because he already considered him dead, and so Zion went to go get the kid and bring him back, and then whenever he brought it back to him, he killed the kid and then not disowned him, but deranked him and told him not to ever disobey him.
I want you to know that's such a huge disrespect to that guy. He's like, I just went to the ends of the earth.
I just
retrieved your child.
Fought an army for your ass.
Did the impossible, man, and you just
They speared me on the side.
Yeah.
you just whited out your child.
Oh my, that's so dark. Why?
We really should have done a trigger warning on that.
That's gonna be that.
You or a loved one has experience.
Mesothelioma.
That's gonna be the title of the episode. Trigger warning.
Yes. I wanted to bring up because we just
That's
finished.
like 60 trigger warnings. Sorry.
You're fine. We just finished watching Stranger Things season 4, like really late. 'Cause It came out in like July, and I wanted to know what you thought because I know you didn't watch anything but the finale.
Okay, so I've watched I've watched like I think 7 episodes of season 1. I don't know, but yeah, I've only seen the finale and
Season 1 or season 4?
season 4.
Oh Lord.
Like that's the only thing I've really seen. I've seen the last episode, the finale. I've seen whenever Eddie does his thing, and then no, it was after Eddie does his thing. Like apparently, well, I don't know what he does, but at some point he does the Metallica thing.
Yeah.
I saw that part, and then I saw him. What? Spoiler: he dies.
Yeah.
I mean, it's
Everyone
been
cr-
out
everyone
for a
cried.
few months now.
But
That's a sad part.
yeah,
I cried.
Yeah, everyone go ahead and cry. It's okay. He's dead. He's not coming back. So,
Well, he could pull a damn Dr. Brenner who died in the first season and showed up again in the fourth.
well, yeah, I have no idea what you're talking about.
Never seen it.
Sure.
That's right.
But yeah, I mean, no, but watching that show, I told Killian, like, as was like after it was over or close to it being over, and I was like, this is a fucking damn good finale, and I have no idea what's going on. So
It's a
You really
good
should
show.
find out what's going on.
I was like, this is so good, but I could tell like this is supposed to be mean big. This is supposed to mean big, Like I could tell these big moments are supposed to be big, but I have no idea why it
You have
is.
no idea the
Yeah.
sentimental value
At
of
all.
why they're supposed to be big.
But still, the cinematography, I can't talk. But like the music, the score, whatever you want to call it, like it was amazing.
Mm-hmm.
What did you think about it?
What did I think?
Yes.
I liked it a lot. I don't.
You don't like it.
Wait, I have a question.
What's up,
The woman that used a shotgun and shot the dude
Nancy? Yeah.
out of the house.
Mm-hmm.
Why were they in the house? Like I thought there was like, I don't know what was going on. Okay, yeah.
This is gonna be hard to answer because he doesn't know what's going on.
He was in the underworld.
There are two realms.
Yeah, I
there's
know
the
that.
realm that we live in, and then there's the
upside down. Okay,
Yeah.
yeah, upside down. I know there's an upside down. Then there he's like in a house, just like spread out like
Because
Jesus.
okay, so
Wait. Spread out like what?
Jesus, he was just sitting there like.
well, I mean, he was also attached to a bunch of tentacles, so it was kind of more of like hentai. But so basically, do you mind? If I okay. So basically, in season 4, you learn that all of the upside down creatures or whatever are related to this guy that's hung like Jesus in the house, named Vecna or Henry or One. He's one because he was like the first ever.
Oh wait, I know
Yeah.
what you're talking about because I was watching season 1. Yeah, I know
Yeah.
who One is.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
So, that house has sentimental value because that's where he grew up. That's his house. That's when he first started like murdering his family and everything
So
with his powers.
This is he doing all this just because he's kind of hurt from being experimented on?
No, I mean, well, like, are you talking about the finale or him killing his parents?
I mean everything, I guess. Like,
okay, well, he killed his parents because like he apparently came to some kind of realization that everybody's dirty and like nobody's really themselves and they're all just fake. So he just kills them.
it wouldn't happen if they had bidets. But
Gosh. But then later on, he was a little bit too strong for Dr. Brenner, so he put like a tracker device in him that weakened him to make him less intimidating and less of a target, while Dr. Brenner was trying to make copies of him, and that's where 11 comes from.
Dr. Brenner, that's the main doctor.
Yeah, that's the main bad guy in season 1.
Okay.
So then 11, we find out in season 4 that 11 helped him get the chip out, and then that's when he just kind of went berserk and killed everybody because he was pissed off that he was getting experimented on and that Dr. Brenner made all these copies about him. And then he asked 11 to go with him so they can like rule the world and like do awesome shit, and 11 said no and basically killed him as like a 11-year-old child. Not even 11, like she was like 8 at that point. Like 8-year-old child just killed him.
She was the one that opened up the first rift to the Upside Down.
Because, yeah.
So why does Upside Down even exist?
It was already there.
It's a different... I'm sorry.
No, you're fine.
It's a different realm that she was just so pissed off at him. She was almost killing him. It didn't really explain it too well.
Wait. What did it come from or anything, or has it always just been there?
It's always been there, but whenever she sent him there unintentionally, he morphed it into what it is now. He created it as to be like the parallel to our universe. It was just like another realm, and then he made it like the other world kind of thing.
It was like another dimension, and she like basically used so much power and like disintegrated him into another dimension, and he was so pissed off at everybody that he made it the exact mirror copy of Hawkins in the show and then used it to fuck everybody up.
It's hard to explain because the show doesn't really go beat for beat what it is, but once you see it, you'll be like, oh, okay, I get it now.
Like each season's like a different piece of the puzzle, and then season 4 like puts it kind of all together. And then you saw the big finale, like, oh shit. So then season 5, they said, was supposed to be a real tearjerker. And that's like the last season.
Too long. It's really, really long. Like the episodes are like 2 hours apart.
It took me like 2 or 3 days to finish season 4 because each episode's an hour.
I feel like, it is a lot. Like, I just have a problem watching TV shows in general now, to be honest.
They're just too long.
Like,
I love them.
My buddy Josh, he recommended me a movie called The Gentleman. I watched it. I did watch it, but I fell asleep at some point, and I woke back up and finished it. Still, I liked it though. But TV shows are just, I don't know. They're just so long. It's hard for me to get through them now.
Even some movies now, they're not doing anything original.
Well, that's why I recommend that 70s show. It's like 20 minutes of episodes, and you can just turn your brain off and laugh at stoner comedy.
It's funny.
It's really funny.
Topher Grace and Ashton Kutcher.
Fucking after Topher left, apparently wasn't the same. I've not seen all the episodes, but I've seen quite a bit.
They're making a That's 90s show.
Yeah, I heard.
I'm not watching it.
I don't know.
It doesn't have any of the same cast in it besides the mom and dad.
Yeah.
I don't know how I feel about it.
And how do they get the basement? Like, I don't understand that either. Unless it's like the grandkid and then
I would
friends.
say that's how they're going to do it. Like, the next generation of it.
Yeah.
Like, they're coming down for the summer. So, that's what I would think.
I don't know. But I'm all about TV shows. I love The New Girl. I love that 70s show. I'm a weird 2000s geek, so I love Supernatural. I love Charmed. I love all of them.
Have you seen Breaking Bad?
I've only seen a little bit of Breaking Bad, and I just don't know if I can get into it.
Yeah, it's very slow at first. Very slow at first.
I've heard that it's really, really good. He's watched a little bit of it. I don't know if you've watched all of it.
I know the ending, but I don't know the journey to the ending. I have a bad habit of looking at the ending.
Breaking Bad and Game of Thrones are tied up for like the best show of all time.
I've tried to sit down and watch Game of Thrones, but the thing is, I have a problem with that kind of time period. Those kind of time period, movies, games, or media. It's just hard for me to kind of put myself into those. Kind of like Lord of the Rings or The Hobbit. I can't do it. That's why I don't like Skyrim.
Like this is something that should have been revealed a long time ago, Nick.
I mean, granted, I've seen all the Hobbit movies. I haven't seen all the Lord of the Rings movies.
Actually, I haven't seen all the Hobbits, but I've seen the Lord of the Rings.
I've
not seen all of either. My mom used to watch them a lot, but I was like, what kind of shit's this? Because I was like in the 4th grade, and I was like, I'm not sitting through this hours of a long
It's like
movie.
4 hours long.
I don't know if you guys have seen The Hobbit or the original one, I guess. I don't know. I've seen all the Lord of the Rings. The Hobbit, my girlfriend tried to get me because I like Lord of the Rings a lot. Okay, I do love it. It's an amazing trilogy. But The Hobbit, I wanted to go watch it, and we sat down to watch, and it was like 40 minutes in, and nothing happened, and I just kept having problems with it, and I've never finished it. Like, I don't know if you guys seen it, but they start off with a dinner, and they're at the dinner for like so long. Like, so long.
And the movie's like 4 hours long.
And I know at one point, this is when I had to turn it off, because like, maybe they explain it better in the book, but the elves have a full army to come help the dwarfs or whatever about this dragon that's coming. I'm explaining this very badly, but basically the elves show up, and the dragon's there, and the dwarves are like looking at the elves who just showed up with a fucking army, and then the narrator's talking in the background about like why the elves never helped, and then they left. And I'm sitting here thinking, like, in my head, cinematic, it looks okay. Like, the elves are there, the army, they refuse to help them, they go away. Fine. My head, I'm like, these elves probably took days to weeks to get to here, and with the whole army just to look at the dwarves and be like, nah, we ain't helping. and then like walk away, and I'm like, that just does not seem like anything.
It's been a while since I've seen The Hobbit, so I can't like fact correct it, or I couldn't even if I could, because I can't get into it. But I actually want to talk to your buddy, I think it's Jordan, the one that's into Star Wars a lot. Is it Jordan? Because I had me and her watch the new trilogy and some of the original trilogy of Star Wars, and I still don't get the hype. I still don't.
That's fine. I'm not gonna hate.
I like the Mandalorian, but the Star Wars to me just seemed like way overhyped. I get why it was big in the 70s, in the 80s, but now it's like I don't get it.
So you've seen the prequels and the originals?
Yes.
You've seen?
I think she didn't see the prequels.
I saw the first original one, and I think I saw a little bit of the third one. I fell asleep during the second one because it's just been a long day. But I have a problem with the newest ones. They needed to
they're bad
to stop.
Yeah, they're very
I will
bad.
say The Force Awakens is good.
I like The Force Awakens. I understand that it's like a remake of the prequel.
No, it's horrible. I'm sorry.
I like
I like The Force Awakens as just like The Force Awakens.
Is that number 7, right?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Personally, my personal opinion, I think it's the worst one of the whole series.
Really?
Yes.
Because I disagree. The
8th?
The rise of Skywalker.
Yeah, the 8th. Yeah, the one everyone hates. Yeah, I get
It's
it.
fucking awful.
Okay, why do you not hate it?
What, the Rise of Skywalker? For one, it's like super cool. Like, I like the fights and whatnot. That's whatever. I've only seen it in theaters one time, so I can't like think of it too much. But like, just when I'm talking about it's super cool, like the part where Luke Skywalker is there and he's like fucking with the people. Like, you think he's there, but at the end you find out he's not.
Jedi.
Oh, wait, which one are we talking about?
No,
The Rise of
he's
Skywalker's-
talking about whenever Kylo Ren's in the ship and he's like saying shoot him, and it's a hologram.
That's The Last Jedi. That's
Is
the
it
8th one.
really?
Yeah.
I
In
thought
the Red Planet?
Wait, which one? We're talking about, you talking about the 9th one then? The last one that came
Yeah,
out?
the Rise of Skywalker is the 9th one.
Oh, okay. So
That's
I didn't.
where Palpatine comes
so
back.
I watched about probably half the movie and I couldn't finish it. So
Okay.
But I've heard.
'Cause what you're talking about, I thought was cool because he's like projecting himself.
It's a, yeah.
I thought that was.
And
cool.
then you had Kylo and that one chick,
Yeah.
Rey, like fight back to back. Like, that was
That
cool.
one's cool. The Rise of Skywalker is fucking awful because Palestine, is that his name?
Palpatine, yeah.
Palestine. Oops.
you go.
Palpatine. He comes back. How? One.
Well, okay.
Well, then he
I'll be a
raises an
nerd.
entire army of just these freaking what are the
Star Destroyers?
Yes, those.
It's
Just like that.
Okay, I'm gonna be a nerd for a minute from the comics, whatever.
Okay.
Palpatine
Not
actually.
reading the comics though, just from the movie.
Well, the old
it makes
canon. I
no
would say
sense.
this: the old canon before this new Disney bought out. Okay?
Yeah.
Don't
So-
bring the midichlorians into this.
No, it's
Don't.
no, it's not that. But no, he never actually died in the 6th one. It was he has cloned himself a lot, and Palpatine has actually never died. He's always
understand.
Yeah, like that. He never really died, I guess. But like I do know about. I do have a problem with this. What she just brought up.
You're
Okay,
fine, go ahead.
so you talking about he made a whole
Army.
Yeah, army of Star Destroyers or whatever.
10,000 Star Destroyers.
Something like that. So this is a big problem I have. Okay, I'm gonna go back to comics anyway.
You're fine. Go ahead.
So one thing that happened, okay, was in the comics that a Star Destroyer was falling down from space, and Darth Vader had to stop it. And as he was stopping it, he was using the Force. But when he was using the Force, it was like so powerful. He was just like going back and forth. His suit is breaking apart, and he's like falling on his knees. And it's and then he's starting to stand back up. And it's like this powerful scene of him stopping a Star Destroyer coming down, flying down.
And he's one of the most powerful Force people
And
of all time.
Palpatine can just
he does this. He does this, and like what you said, like a whole army of them just drop.
Well, then you find out that Rey is a descent of Palpatine, and Kylo Ren is a descent of Luke Skywalker. But guess who dies? Kylo Ren.
Yeah,
and
Ben.
it's the rise of Skywalker. And it's like I get it, but she's Palpatine. She's not a Skywalker.
And apparently they kissed too. I didn't see that. I mean, I didn't
did.
personally see it, but I saw that they
Did
kissed.
they kiss?
Yes, and
I guess
it's
so.
fucking stupid because
I don't know.
I have a lot of problems with the Rise of Skywalker.
I was so pissed. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt
It's
you.
fine. I liked some parts of it. Most of it I didn't because they just break a lot of lore. Again, the 10,000 Star Destroyers, he just lifts it up effortlessly. And I call bullshit on your clone idea because if you look at his hands and shit, it's all mangled and shit.
Yeah.
It's
No, okay, I'll say
old
this.
Palpatine.
I will. Well, okay. I didn't even know that. So like like when I said I didn't finish. Pretty much where I stopped at is where like apparently Chewie got kidnapped, and then there's like lightning. Or no, that's not even lightning. There's like a ship going away with Chewie.
Yeah,
and
Rey
then
catches it.
Rey and then Kylo was sitting there, and this is literally why I turned it off because they are. I guess it's supposed to be intense, but they're both doing the Force. But there's no there's hardly any sound. There's hardly any kind of visual thing. It's just cutting back and forth to them.
Looking constipated.
Like, sorry for the people on podcast, but it's just them like
strained.
They're just straining back and forth, and it's just like this is not believable or anything. And I already know Chewie's not dead. Like, even though I'm supposed to be thinking that, like, I just turned it off, and I was like, I remember
Chewie doesn't die.
Yeah, so like I was like, I'm gonna talk to Jordan about this. Maybe I'll get it back on another time, and I just never turned it back on.
I would love to have Jordan here so I can talk to him about this.
Yes, but I never have actually made it to Palpatine. So like the whole thing of this, I've heard that. I've seen that, and I've also seen the kiss scene. I've seen like these are just clips I've seen like fucking Facebook or whatnot. But I've not actually seen the actual Palpatine. Like I don't even know what he looks like.
He's all mangled and shit. His hands are like all bony and shit. He looks fucked up.
He looks like a hologram.
And
He doesn't even look like Palpatine. He's like really huge for no reason.
I know it's
Huge?
Yeah, huge.
he looks like dark, so it makes him look bigger. Kind of thing. I'll have to
It's
show you a
something with
picture
the
of it.
thing. It just he looked way disproportionate to me and then I was like, well, maybe it's because of his size. He can do 10,000 Star Destroyers. I don't know.
I had a problem with it because Rey is a Mary Sue, and I hate that. They made Rey to purposely be OP. It clicked, by the way.
I don't know. I'm trying to think if this is even. I was editing the podcast on like 2 or 3 episodes we did because I just edit them all at once, whatever. But I was editing an episode and the table was slightly crooked. I didn't know while we were talking, but I saw it on the camera and it was so annoying. You can see they already posted. You can see it. The table is fucking crooked and it's just so frustrating because it's like not
It's that
symmetrical.
little bit off.
Yeah. But anyway, sorry. I was just looking at it. I was like,
I hated that Rey was a Mary Sue. Nothing bad ever happens to Rey in these entire movies. Nothing. Nothing happens to her.
So, the Last Jedi.
That's the 8th one.
Yeah.
Okay, so that one. Another reason why I really liked that one, it was because like it left it open for like, what's that word?
Interpretation.
Interpretation. Yes, it left it was open because you didn't really know where it was gonna go yet. But there was signs that like Rey was like a little dark, and then Kylo was like giving back to the light, obviously because he's been going that way anyway. But I thought it would have been so cool if they start off the next movie Or the next movie was like the roles were switched. Like Rey became the bad person and Kylo became the good person.
Now, I also hated in The Last Jedi how they treated Luke. They treated Luke fucking horribly in The Last Jedi.
I mean, he had a cool scene. But besides that,
he had one cool scene when the whole movie was total shit about it. Ryan Johnson didn't know what the fuck
I mean, not only that, the cool scene killed him too, apparently.
Didn't it also go through like 2 directors? Like one director did one movie and then they switched it off to another one, and then he was like, no, fuck you, you've screwed it up, and then they did this one again to try to fix it.
All the Rise of Skywalker did was fixing Ryan Johnson's problems in The Last Jedi.
That's what I heard, but like, I mean, what problems did it really make? I need Jordan here.
The Luke Skywalker.
There's Luke's problem, there's Finn's problem, Finn and Rose I have a lot of problem with. What was the stormtrooper that's like all chrome and shit? What was her name?
I don't
know. Remember?
I know you're talking about.
There was her, then fixing Hux and Kylo. There's just I don't like it.
Sorry.
You're fine.
Now, keeping in mind, the actors did amazing. Like, I thought they all did their part very well, especially Kylo, especially Luke. Like, they did amazing. It's all the directors.
I will say this. I really don't like Kylo Ren. That's the person in any movie he does.
Like Adam Driver?
Yeah.
You don't like Adam Driver?
I hate Adam Driver. I don't hate him.
I think his body type's weird. Sorry. I think, like, this is too broad, and then it really makes his stomach look weird. And then when he's older, like, his face just doesn't look right.
Here's the thing. I remember whenever I first saw the 7th one, okay, whatever one that one's called, and he took off his mask for the first time, and I was like laughing, but I was like, oh wait, this is serious. Like, I cannot
not a parody.
I can't take him seriously. Like his face is just not it's not serious.
How old were you in 2015?
I don't know.
Well, considering me and you were,
I'm 28 now.
14.
I was 13 when that movie came out.
Yeah, so 13. We were 13. And we're 20.
God, you're old.
So you were 8 years older.
Yeah, something like that.
You also hate Anthony Mackie from
Who's that?
Falcon. From
Avengers. I don't like him. I like him way less than fucking Driver. Driver I can get over.
Really?
Yeah. But I really don't like Falcon. Falcon is... have you ever seen an interview with Falcon?
No.
This is him.
He acts like his shit don't stink.
Yeah, he's like... ask me a question.
Okay. How do you feel about the next Avengers movie?
Man, you know it's the best. Don't know what you're asking me for. Shit.
So for like audience approval, basically.
What?
Like audience approval. Like he's like, it's the best, you know?
Yeah, he thinks he's a shit, and it's just fucking annoying.
And it's not even like a good shit, like RDJ.
Yeah.
Where that's the main character in it.
Just watching any interview with him, it just makes me really upset. Just the fact that he's like a star at all, because all it is just stroking his dick more than it needs to be. And
did you see Black Panther: Wakanda Forever?
I did not.
Really?
No.
You're the one that advocated.
I respect the dead.
I'm just kidding. They did in the movie.
I was like,
no. I just I've not seen it. I don't think I'm going to see it either. I've not watched any Marvel movie or show at all after Endgame.
No, you seen No Way Home?
Okay, besides that then.
have you seen Doctor Strange?
No.
Multiverse of Madness?
No.
That one's good.
He took me for my birthday.
So we can have the devil's advocate here if you want, because I might bring up a controversial topic.
Okay.
I don't think that Marvel's worth watching anymore.
Really?
Yes.
Okay.
So after Endgame, I think it hit its peak. Now, what is the next Avengers coming out?
The next Avengers, I think, is either Secret Wars or Invasion. I think it's Secret Wars. That's like way in the future, like 2024 or 2025.
Okay, fuck that. What's the next Marvel movie coming out?
Now,
the next Marvel movie coming out right now.
I think it's Ant-Man and the Quantumania.
Okay.
Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania.
Okay, so this is a problem I have, okay? Huge problem. If I wanted to go watch Ant-Man, I have not seen anything since Endgame. What would I have to go watch? If I want to get caught up with everything.
Specifically see Ant-Man Quantumania?
Not just specifically. Like, I want to get caught up with Marvel, watch all the things. Yeah.
You would have to see WandaVision. You'd have to see Loki. She-Hulk, Moon Knight, Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness, Thor Love and Thunder, Spider-Man No Way Home, Spider-Man Far From Home. Oh shit, here we go.
Falcon and whatever
Falcon
fucking
and Winter Soldier. Wakanda Forever. I think that's it. Probably Daredevil. Punisher.
You said She-Hulk already?
Yeah,
Okay.
She-Hulk, I think, and that's probably it, give or take. And that's all just what came out this year and last year.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's a lot.
Like
and Moon Knight,
Moon
You
Knight.
said Moon Knight.
Okay, well, still, you said like 11, right?
give or take. Yeah.
So I have to watch 11 different things to get caught up to why I want to go watch a movie now.
Mm.
And it's not just like 11 movies like it used to be. This is 11 shows, or most of them are shows.
And they all have like 8 episodes.
Yes.
That are like an hour long.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like, they're just throwing shit out now. They don't even care. They're just like, you know what? Just fucking, we lost our peak. We gotta get them back. Get them back. Just, they'll find something.
like
Thanos
all-
is dead.
It's kind of like all the merch whenever the first 3 Spider-Mans came out. You know how much merch they came out with? Like, everything was Spider-Man.
Mm-hmm.
Everything. And then no more Spider-Man until Andrew Garfield.
Mm-hmm.
And then you got like a tiny bit of merch, and then no more until Tom Holland. And then now it's just
It exploded.
Spider-Man everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I agree and I disagree with you. I think that Endgame was a nice peak. Was a really nice peak. But I still think they're coming out with decent content. However, the She-Hulk, the Moon Knight, we did watch a little bit of that.
I like Moon Knight.
And I did like that.
You should watch it. I know you're a fan of the comic ones. They did a lot of tributes. To the
Yeah, I
comics.
do actually like Moon Knight in the comics,
Moon
but
Knight's
still.
really good. I like that one. And I loved Loki. And I loved WandaVision. I like those. The thing is like, I don't understand why you had to come out with She-Hulk. I feel like every time they have a superhero or a villain or anything that's male, they have to turn around and do a female. Like, they just have to. Why? I don't understand.
Ironheart, they did that from Iron Man in
Like-
Wakanda Forever.
My opinion,
Wait,
that's like on
I've not-
Captain Marvel.
I've not seen Thor, but apparently Thor is the girl now, right? Or-
Jane Foster, yeah.
So she is Thor now, right?
She was
So,
the new
like,
Thor.
why do you have to make a girl? Like, I understand, like, little girls look up
Equality.
and, equality. Cool. But why do you have to match it? Make
Because
something
equality.
different.
I will say, okay, also in Endgame, probably my least favorite part of the whole thing of Endgame
Was the woman battle?
yes.
I thought it was
hated it.
cool because I thought it was like, wow, these are like badass superheroes, just like in all of the Avengers movies.
Mm-hmm.
And it was only for a moment, but I thought, it was very obvious that they were trying to make a
Oh, yeah.
point. If they would have done it way better, I would have liked it way more.
This is,
I didn't have a problem with it per se, though.
I did, because here's the thing. I think the point, since they're trying to make a point of it, it makes it even worse.
Yeah.
Like, I think it's a lot better whenever, like, for example, like Civil War, you got the girls and the guys together. They're going, they're just superheroes, and then you're having this big epic battle, and then it's like, oh yeah, don't remember, girls are just as good, so let's put them in here too. Like, no, you don't have
Right.
to mention that. Like, don't even mention
They
that.
just
Like,
are.
yeah, they just are. Like, you don't try to make it a
Right.
separate picture because
Right.
you're making it separate still. Like,
That's my take on Captain Marvel. I
Mm-hmm.
mean, me and you talk about this. By the way, a lot of my points come from Nick because we talk about it a lot, and I'm like, yeah, you're probably right. And then in arguments, I'm like, well, you know what? And then I pull from the reservoir of what he's instilled in my brain. But Captain Marvel, what is her deal? How were they able to have all the Avengers movies up until like Infinity War? Is that like when she kind of came out?
after
Why-
Infinity War. Yeah.
Why did they need a Captain Marvel?
Because I would say they needed someone that was just as powerful as Thanos for the last second of the
But
movie.
she didn't do shit.
Oh, I know.
Didn't do a damn thing. Scarlet Witch is way more powerful than this bitch, and she's just like, I'm Brie Larson, and I'm Captain Marvel. And then
So-
she shoots up in the sky, does a big old bitchy talk, and then just dips.
So the movies I did not see before Endgame was like Captain Marvel was one of them.
I didn't watch it.
I didn't see the second Thor movie, and I didn't see the second Avengers. So
now the second Avengers is good. I wouldn't say it's great per se, but it's still really good. I'd say it's about on par with the first Captain America movie. So it's pretty good. It's just, it's not like, oh my god, it's amazing. It's just okay, it's pretty good.
But the Captain Marvel movie, I have no idea what it's about.
I don't know.
So
and I refuse to watch
women empowerment. That's all it's about.
But
the same thing with fucking She-Hulk. Sorry,
you're fine. I'm gonna probably move over because there's a lot of news for DC. Have you heard a lot of the DC news coming out?
No.
So the main guy that made Guardians of the Galaxy, James Gunn, him and Peter Safran, who is over Shazam, they are now the new CEOs of DC. So they're taking over DC. They have now just kicked out Henry Cavill for Superman.
Oh yeah, I heard, and now they're replacing him with the fucking Thor guy.
No, that's The Witcher. That's Liam Hemsworth.
Oh,
but they're gonna totally reboot Superman. They're gonna reboot all.
Oh yeah, of course. I mean, like, let me ask you a question, okay? Is it possible at all for DC to make the same superhero movie, like a superhero movie with the same actor like 3 times in a row? I don't think it's possible.
I mean, they did for Batman, but that don't count.
Did there? What was Batman v Superman, and then Justice League, and then what else?
I mean, there's Batman Begins, The Dark Knight, The Dark
Oh,
Knight
that
Rises.
one. Okay.
But that one don't count. That's
Okay.
But...
Well, you do have a point there. Besides Batman.
Okay, Superman 1, 2, 3, and 4.
Oh, fuck
but
it.
they also
Okay, you got
have
me. You got me.
Shit.
They also have like 600 Batmans. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, but DC before kind of fucking sucked. I mean, they come out with like...
It had a lot of highs, but it had more lows than it did highs.
Like Dark Knight, The Dark Knight Rises, beautiful movies. Beautiful. The recent Batman with Robert Pattinson, beautiful.
He likes it a lot.
The best Batman movie of all time.
It's beautiful. Henry Cavill Superman, beautiful.
Actually, who do you think the strongest superhero of all time is?
Like of both Marvel and DC?
or anything else besides that. Best power, or the most powerful person.
Are you like the
most powerful person of all time?
So like you're including like X-Men.
Yeah, everything. You already know where I'm going to go with this. He already knows where I'm going with this.
Where are you going with it?
No, you'll find out.
Go ahead and say.
Yeah.
Go ahead and say.
Well, I mean, again, disclaimer. I'm very. What's the word? Unknowledgeable outside of.
You're still new.
Outside of X-Men to like DC, that's like my area. I don't really know anything else. So if you're gonna fixing to whip something out of like Elseworld,
it's not like that.
I don't know. But I will say,
I'll say Superman.
I think Scarlet Witch, because I mean she can beat your ass up.
He already knows where I'm going with this. Batman beats him. Batman could beat anyone.
Batman is a man with gadgets.
Exactly, and he can beat literally anyone.
Batman
there was
is
a
man
whole comic
with gadgets
around this. Batman vs Superman: The Dark Knight Returns.
In Batman 1.
No, he didn't. No, he didn't.
In the comic.
He had a heart attack in Superman's arms.
Yeah, but after he fucked up Superman,
he still died.
Okay, I love Batman. But Batman's a human being. He can get hurt like a human being. He can die like a human being.
Tell me one person. I'll tell you how you beat him.
Okay, Superman.
No, we already know Superman. We've been through this 1,000 times.
No, he knows he's losing.
No, I can bring up Superman.
Okay, Superman. Just start off with Superman.
Okay, Kryptonite. That's fucking easy.
Yeah, but every time he dies of that kryptonite, he comes back stronger, don't he?
Yeah.
I mean, if he gets the sun. Batman can
the sun not around.
I mean, listen. You could literally just go kryptonite and then bury the motherfucker.
You realize that Batman's like living a double life, right? Like he's Bruce Wayne and Batman, so like technically it's like improbable.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
It's basically.
He who built him a coffin made of kryptonite. It's easy. But
what about an unstoppable?
He would die
Joker?
of that one.
Huh?
What about an unstoppable Joker? Like one that would just not leave him alone.
That's the same one. What do you mean?
I mean, just one that will like.
That's
you know how
the
he
Joker.
has like days off and like he doesn't fuck around. He just like stays in like the asylum. And plans it.
No,
he just keeps going like
every day.
He doesn't stop.
No, I mean that's the Joker. Joker just gets his days off or in jail, and he's like,
I
nah,
just think
I'm
you have
breaking
a
out.
hard on for Batman.
No, I do, but I can tell you why. Okay, but give me someone else, but not in the Batman universe, like anybody else.
If you want to go Scarlet
Juggernaut. Juggernaut.
Actually, that was what I was thinking.
Juggernaut?
Yeah,
like
X-Men
the heavy guy?
Juggernaut.
He'd fucking die.
No.
Yes, he would.
No.
One punch, and
Ow.
Batman's going through the
No.
damn concrete.
Mm-mm.
I want to hear
If he can take on Superman, he could take on Juggernaut.
That's
How you
bullshit.
defeat him then?
Huh?
How would he defeat him?
I mean, he'd probably have a fucking belt thing. Like, he'd push a button to make Juggernaut fucking run to something in a big old net, and then capture him and throw him in space.
Okay, Wolverine.
Huh?
Wolverine.
The what?
Wolverine.
Oh, Wolverine. Let's
Not
see.
the before Logan, okay? He's kind of diseased in Logan.
In his prime. Wolverine in his prime.
Okay, whatever that ultimatum, whatever it's fucking called, that weakens him. Yeah, you stab him with that shit.
It's already in
What's
his
that?
body. He doesn't. He rapid heals.
No,
He's
but
in his
okay.
prime.
And X2, he gets stabbed in the back with some shit, and it almost made him human again.
Didn't
And
they make him take a bath in adamantium?
Yeah, they poured adamantium over
And
him.
he just.
I mean, you could do that. Okay,
he
what about
still did Logan.
what about Captain America?
Okay, look, this is my point. Okay, this is my point. You could have a satellite in space and blow up the entire world, but Batman would still get over
No,
it
he
somehow
wouldn't.
because he would have something on his belt. He would click it because he's already been through this plan, like already, and he would be able to like change time or something to go back
He just called Barry.
And
enough
Alfred's
seconds.
right there with the grilled cheese just waiting on him.
Yeah.
I mean, no.
He would go back like 10 seconds or however long it needs him to reverse this fucking bomb or whatever. Batman can get through any situation. It doesn't matter what it is. Batman's not even my favorite superhero.
Any human situation? Yes. Any superhero / supernatural situation? Absolutely not. The guy would die.
Bro, this guy
This
is
guy
like
takes
toe to
one
toe.
swing with Spider-Man, and I guarantee you he's scared of heights for the rest of his
There
life.
is a death battle with Spider-Man and Batman.
When?
Huh?
When?
I don't know. Like when I was in fucking living with my dad still.
Like, you mean on YouTube?
Yeah.
Oh.
That's
Didn't
YouTube.
Spider-Man win?
I'm not talking about the winner.
I just
Spider-Man did win,
you
actually.
Just think way too much of Batman.
Spider-Man did win.
Who's
No,
your favorite superhero?
my favorite superhero
Yeah.
is actually like Robin.
Really?
Yeah.
Which one? Like Nightwing, Robin, Red Robin?
The second one or third one. The third one. The Teen Titans Robin.
Dick Grayson?
No, Dick Grayson's
That's Nightwing.
yeah.
Or are you talking about Tim Drake?
Not Tom. Yeah, Tim Drake.
Do you think there could be a Robin in the new Batman?
I'd hope not.
Really? How so?
I don't know. I mean, I like the idea of Robin and like the Teen Titans because that's what I read growing up. That the actual good Teen Titans, not the one from like Cartoon Network or whatever. Well, the one on Cartoon Network is actually pretty cool. But yeah, there's a whole thing of Teen Titans comic that like a lot of people don't even know about, and that's the one I like. Like for example, there was a Kid Flash there, and one of my favorite moments of all the Teen Titans is like Kid Flash. I've read this comic for like 60, 70 issues in all the way, and they're fighting this guy, and no one can beat him. Everyone's already lost, and Kid Flash is the only one left. Kid Flash is a fucking dumbass. He's a funny dude though. He's funny. He jokes around a lot, but he's not very smart. He's not intellect at all. And like maybe I'm not either because I don't think I said that properly. But one thing he does is he ends up getting away and he doesn't know what to do. And I'm paraphrasing a lot, but at some point, news stations are going off all over the world, like literally everywhere. All the news stations going off, and you're just seeing like books from every library just flying off the shelves. Like things are just going crazy, and like all the books, everything's coming off the shelves, and just no one knows what's going on. Everyone's trying to film this, and it's just things flying. Yeah, it turns out it was Kid Flash going around the world reading every book he could ever read in the whole world, and he's doing this in like 10 minutes. And after he did that, he came back. Obviously, beat the bad guy, but after that, he was like a totally different character than he was before. This whole time, like 60 issues in, like that's a long time. Mm-hmm. He's like this character who jokes around and all this other stuff. And then ever since then, he talks different. His posture is different. Like just the way he speaks is different. And all from this like one scene. And I don't know. I thought that was just like a really cool moment.
Mm-hmm.
Because.
Well, I'd have to say that my favorite superhero is Doctor Strange.
Can't hate. I think Doctor Strange has probably one of the best superhero endings. I like the fact that he doesn't beat the bad guy in like a typical way.
You just need to see the new one. It's just so good. It's so good.
The new one is pretty good. It has a weird ending.
It has a very weird ending that really don't know how I feel about, just because, like, considering it was pretty creepy and I just don't know what to expect going into the new one. But he's my favorite. Benedict Cumberbatch is an amazing actor.
He is. I got spoiled on a few things on it, but I don't know everything. I guess the big thing I got spoiled on. Spoiler! I'll wait in 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Reed Richards is in it.
Yeah.
And I was like, what the fuck? Someone
dies.
just told me that, like, actually this week. My buddy TJ.
He dies.
But he also dies? What?
Damn. Well, just a spoiler.
Okay. Well, we're back from the spoiler.
Okay, I'm going to tell you this because it doesn't really matter in the huge grand scheme of the movie.
Mm-hmm.
They do a lot of cameos in the middle of the movie. It's called the Illuminati.
Mm-hmm.
They bring back Charles Xavier. Which
Yeah, I
is
heard about that too. Yeah.
Um,
I guess that's what I heard about was the Illuminati.
Reed Richards. They have Monica Monroe, who is like the Captain Marvel of that world. You won't know her because she didn't see WandaVision. Oh, shit. Did you watch What If on Disney Plus?
I know about it.
There's Peggy Carter, which is like the British version of Captain America.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's one more.
Wait.
Oh, and Black Bolt.
Wait, hold up. What did you just say?
Like the British version of Captain America.
What's the name?
Shit. I don't know. It's like...
America.
Captain Britain. I don't know.
Okay.
It's Peggy Carter, though. I just can't remember.
Just
what her
making
name
sure
is.
it's like a different name.
I think it is. It's like that version.
Because
of
I'm not
it.
racist, but
And,
you got to be racist on that. Like, if they're not from America, you can't be Captain America. That's all I'm saying.
He is the British copycat.
He's the wannabe. He's the U.S. agent.
But
And there's a Black Bolt at the very end, and Wanda just kills all of them. Like, brutally kills all of them. I'm not going to tell you how, because it's really cool how, but she brutally kills Xavier, Monroe, who else? Black Bolt. It's bloody, too.
there's a guy that's, like, blind.
No, he can't speak. It's Black Bolt, because every time he speaks, it's like
can't
supersonic.
speak. That's right.
Again, I don't want to tell you because it's really cool how, but because Wanda is the huge big bad. Like, she's the
Very,
villain.
very cool. That's why I say that she's the most powerful, because she really could have took out Thanos if he hadn't just murdered. I mean, she was trying to deal with Vision and Thanos. If she wasn't doing that, Thanos would have been dead. If she wouldn't have had to split, Thanos would have been dead. See you later.
I think
Gone.
if you had, like, in Infinity War or Endgame, you had all those people versus Thanos, I think if Thanos just went to the opposite side of that with all those guys, and then you had Batman instead, I think he'd still win.
Really?
But,
Batman would have died. He would have took Batman between his two big exhaustion fingers and just... That's it. His little batarangs would have been nothing but a nice little needle.
No, he would sit there and he would look at his watch, and then
Probably shit himself.
and then he would look back up at them running at him, and then they would all blow up at the same time, and then you realize that he put like
Yeah,
little
somehow.
He-
Three movies before.
Yeah, he put little nukes in. He put little nukes in the coffee.
Is that why you're for nukes?
The
Because
atom,
Batman uses them.
like the atom, whatever. His little Shinkrei, he put little nukes into the coffee, and so when he drinks them, and then he looks at the time, he's like, "Okay, it's about to happen," and then they blew up.
I will say though, I think it was Endgame, not Infinity War. No, it was Infinity War because they blipped. That theater was so packed. When he came back, there was like no hope for Thanos. We were like, he's gonna die, woohoo! And then he just, everybody just
done.
died. That was like
wait, talking about Infinity War?
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
After
yeah.
snapping, he won.
he just, I
It
mean,
was so cool.
he just reversed time, murdered Vision, and just snapped.
Infinity War is by far the best Marvel movie.
I think that was better
Like,
than
even better than
Endgame.
Black
Oh,
Panther?
100%. What?
Better than Black Panther?
I mean, yeah. Black Panther was okay. The Michael, what's his name?
Michael B. Jordan?
Yeah, he was like the highlight. What he stole every scene. Besides that, Black Panther is like okay. I think besides Infinity War, you got Doctor Strange. I think that's the other best.
I like Doctor Strange a lot. I like Spider-Man Homecoming. Not as much as I do now, but... Or I liked it better before than now. I don't like Homecoming as much now. I like No Way Home, but now that I kind of rewatched No Way Home, I was like, oh, okay. It has good moments, but it's all fan service.
Yeah, it was more of a fan service movie, but I really liked No Way Home. We went and watched it in theaters. I really think that Infinity War is better than Endgame. Because Endgame
It's boring as fuck.
I don't think it's boring. I like it. It's just I couldn't rewatch it. It's like what, 3 hours? 3 hours.
Because it's boring.
There's just a lot of down moments, and they have a lot of good character moments. Like there's a lot of good character arcs. But I'm excited for Guardians of the Galaxy 3.
Yeah, we just watched the holiday special. I think we're like really late on it, but we just watched the holiday Christmas special of Guardians of the Galaxy. And it's really
Never seen
funny.
it. I don't know what I was talking about.
Guardians of the Galaxy?
It's old.
Oh.
They kidnapped Kevin Bacon.
Oh. Okay.
They really do.
For Chris Pratt, who is the Star-Lord.
Peter Quill, yeah.
Peter Quill.
So is this a live thing or is this animated?
It's like a little
No, it's live
short.
action.
Huh.
It's
Okay.
it's like this little small thing they did for Christmas, leading
like-
up to Guardians
yeah.
3. Because then you find out that Mantis is Peter's sister.
Yeah.
Wait,
got
what?
Freaky. Yeah.
Yeah,
Like Mantis, like-
yeah,
Yeah.
is Peter's sister.
Both y'all went.
Because
Mantis.
Ego slept with her mom as well, I think.
Mm-hmm.
So they both have the same dad but different moms.
Okay.
And like
Here's
he's
I
like
needed, but
he's like the only Earth person there, and like everybody else is from the other alien planet. So they're like, "What's Christmas?" So then they do Christmas all wrong. And then they're like, "We found this Christmas song for you. Let me do it for you." And then they do it, and then they fuck that up all wrong as well.
It's funny.
And then they're like, "Oh, who does he talk about a lot? Kevin Bacon." So then they go to Earth, they kidnap Kevin Bacon. Mantis uses her powers to make Kevin Bacon okay with it, wraps him up in a gift, and then just presents him in front
so
of
how long is this?
It's like an hour.
Yeah.
Oh, damn, that's pretty okay.
Yeah, that's cool.
Damn.
It's pretty cool. And then
It's like
it
Little
ends pretty good. I like it.
Little
but
movie.
Because it's supposed to
It's
lead
like
up to
it's-
Guardians 3.
So Disney
called-
Plus?
yeah.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
called Guardians of the Galaxy Holiday Special, isn't it?
It's meant for Christmas.
Yeah.
So
We're pretty late to it, but he was like, "Let's watch this." And I was like, "What the hell is this?" Thinking it was like 25 minutes long, and it ended up being an hour long. And I was like, "That was really good." But
go ahead.
his name Drax.
Yeah.
Drax and Mantis are like the main characters of them all. The
Because
entire
they're getting
thing.
used to being on nowhere at the planet. Nowhere.
Yes, that is the planet.
So yeah. What have you been doing?
I think we just blew his mind.
No, I mean, I was listening to what you said.
Yeah.
I don't know what you mean.
Well, going from TVs to movies, I'm gonna go to video games. What have you been doing?
Oh god, I don't know. I heard that he has more time in Sims than any other
I've
game.
seen that shit.
Any other game.
Because of me.
How much hours did you spend in
It's
Sims?
like 330 hours.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Listen, okay, Sims. Okay,
Do you use with cheats or no cheats?
I use cheats.
Okay.
They actually encourage you to use cheats. Like in the little, like loading screen, it says use cheats. They want you to use them because it makes the game more fun. It really does. And it's meant for PC, so a lot of people use mods and cheats and everything. I play on console, so the cheats are a little bit different. If you've never played Sims, okay, you don't just go in, build a house. It doesn't just take 2 minutes. Like it takes 30 minutes to an hour to build a decent house. Like he's tried.
It took
It's
me
hard.
like 3 hours because I challenged myself to make like $1 million mansion because it gives you the value of the house on the left. It took me like 3 to 4 hours just to
make
get
$1
it
million.
up to $1 million.
Yes.
So the last time I played Sims, TJ was with me. Okay,
Yeah.
is when me and TJ was living together, same place, just upstairs. But
It clicked, by the way.
I had to like I guess make my own house, but on a budget because I just started the game.
Yeah.
And the way I did stuff, I was like, I'll put the kitchen over here, and I'll put the living room like pretty much next to it. And I was like, okay, I think I'm doing good. But I had a big family, and I was like, fuck. So I just made a bunch of rooms like side by side. But I was like, fucking, I'm gonna just put a bathroom in the middle so they could both get into it. And I did it for the opposite side too. And I showed TJ it. He's like, I was like, hey man, what do you think about the place? He goes, did you just make an apartment? I was like, shit, I think I did. Literally the same thing. Kitchen right here.
Living room over there. Long hallway with a bunch of
yeah, 2-bedroom, bathroom, 2-bedroom. And I was like, shit, I guess I just did, didn't
I? I genuinely love Sims. I'm not like obsessed with Sims. I have problems with Sims as far as like EA, and their little micro transaction shit. Unless you get them on sale, and then you got them a pretty good deal. But
She's making sure it's going.
For Sims, okay, so basically, like, I go in and I try. I'm not the greatest at it, but I try to make a backstory for them because, like, that's the whole point of the game is to like make a backstory for these people and then like get them along generations.
Can I make a backstory for you? Because I know
I
you
would actually really like that.
Okay.
Because I asked him, do I not? What kinds of families should I make?
A family of 12 that are crackheads.
But like,
and the budget's like $12.
but I can't. See, the thing with Sims is you can only make a household up to 8 Sims. And you can have like pets and stuff as well. So, and they count as a Sim. So like you can only have 8 Sims as a max, which is a lot to handle because you have a lot of needs. You got to go piss and take a shower and eat for all 8 Sims. So it's really, really, really hard. But I'm always constantly like, okay, this one likes science, so let's do science. And then I make their whole bedroom science themed, and then everybody has their own theme, and then you spend like 3 hours just creating that, and then you have to play. That's why I have 330 hours. It's not like I'm sitting there like this for 330 hours. It's mainly building the entire time.
So I guess a good scene would be it'd be like 3 to 4 people, maybe 5, I don't know. But have this one man, or you can have a female, do it opposite, up to you. But have a poly relationship. So they all, one person with all these people. But he signed a contract to live with them. But he was seeing them separately, and they don't know about each other.
I've done that.
So, okay. So they don't know about each other, and then they find out, like, oh, shit, we have to live together, and they can't get out of it. So, okay.
Sims gets really monotonous if you don't know how to play it correctly, and I'm still navigating that, so it gets really monotonous with the same ideas, unless you get like new packs and stuff. But I've literally made like this person have sex with this person, and then they get pregnant, and then I've had him go with her sister and have sex with him, and then they walk in, and then like this is whole heartbreak thing. The thing about Sims though is if you don't use cheats and something's wrong for hours. And I mean hours. They're peeing in a toilet and someone walks in and they're embarrassed for 2 hours. And you cannot get rid of it. They're embarrassed. They have to go cry in the bed or talk to themselves in the mirror. Like, it's bad. So if they caught someone cheating or lied to, they're heartbroken for days. So I'm constantly reset, make happy.
What if I give you a challenge? I know it's gonna be really hard and it's probably really annoying, but make a challenge to like have whatever place you want, but you can't have a roof over it.
Okay, I can actually do that because I don't have the seasons pack yet, and if I had the seasons pack, then they would probably die of heat exhaustion and frostbite.
I want you to know these packs. I mean, they
go for like $40.
They're $40.
Yeah, I know. I've seen them.
It's fucking crazy.
For like laundry.
For the game packs.
Now, granted, they're cool.
I have the laundry one.
They have like small little like add-ons that like make you more immersed into it. It's cool, but I'm not paying $40 just for me to like do laundry. Yeah, like, that's kind of fucking stupid. I'd pay like $5 maybe.
You should make a pool inside of your house.
I've done that.
I just not thought of that.
I've killed people in Sims with like, there's like a tiny pack living where like you can have a couch that turns into a bed kind of thing, but like the couch always malfunctions, so it just smacks the Sim and that makes them flip. And they die sometimes, and then like death comes and like does his little tablet thing, and I've also locked them in a 1x1 square and just left them there for days, and they take so long to die.
The same thing. You should have a house party, as many people as you can, and then block off the exits, and then slowly at a time, because they walk around, so it's hard. But slowly at a time, make it like not a 1x1, but as small as you can get, and see how many you can kill.
See, that reminds me of who's that guy that we watched that always always
Grace still plays?
Gray still plays. He does The Sims, but like he will name them things like LSD and like just stupid shit.
Florida Man.
Like Babby Ross and stuff like that. Florida Man, and he will make them go in like these mazes with no food, no water, no nothing, and then the bodies just start dropping, and then they're like, his notification wall is like, the death has been discovered. Death has been discovered.
It's like 40 people and it just keeps ding, 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 ding.
Because he uses a mod to do 40 people instead of 8, so like the game crashes and it's really bad. But then it has like, a fire has started a fire, and when there's like no ovens, it just starts for no reason. It's fucking stupid. But that's why I have 330 hours in Sims, because it takes longer than just making a person. I mean, you gotta think.
We also play more than just, I mean, you mainly play Sims, but we play other games too.
Yeah, I like Horizon Zero Dawn. I like God of War. I just haven't touched the new one yet.
You don't want to. I've heard it's really bad from somebody.
No, it wasn't me. It's
I'm kidding.
I don't know where you heard it from.
I was
I'm
gonna
kidding.
say, like, you told me one thing, and then you told Isaac one thing.
I won't tell you who it was, but his name starts with an N and also has like an I and CK. But like, I'm not gonna say who it
I
is.
wonder who that could be.
A lot of people have A-I-C-K in their name.
I never passed the school. I don't know how to read.
We also play the Super Mario World. The Super Mario 3D World.
Super Mario 3D World, best Super Mario game ever.
Do you like
Try
cats?
me. Yes.
Play Stray.
Play Stray.
Mm-hmm.
It's a...
Is that the one with the yarn?
No, it's the cat game.
No, that's oh, shit, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, that's
But
not
no,
it.
It's the new game on PlayStation where you play as a cat going through like the futuristic world.
That was actually the most played game on the subscription, PlayStation subscription. Most played game this year. And it just came out like a few months ago.
Yeah, a
We're
lot of
gonna
people
have to
liked
check it out then.
I know it's like $30, right?
I mean, it's free now because if you have PlayStation subscription, it's free on that.
Okay. I've been meaning to check that out, but I think it's one of those games where if you just watch it, you kind of get the full experience than if you just played it.
Maybe.
Kind of thing.
I mean, I watched Keely play it. I haven't played it myself.
What does Keely play?
Stray, Sims.
Hey, those are top-notch games. Y'all are just missing out.
I mean, I like Sims. It takes a while. I play it totally different than her. She'll make the lives and she'll make the house and then she'll close it out like maybe 2 or 3 hours later. I'm the kind of person that once I make the family, I go on a journey with them. Like I'll just make them go through everyday life over and over and over.
And I
over
will
and over.
too, but I get really bored.
I kind of do the same thing with my Sims. I do, for one, I always lock the age. They never get older. Because I
like it when they get older though.
I hate it whenever like I put a lot of time with someone and whatever, and then like the woman becomes a grandma. It's like, well, fuck, like that was out of nowhere.
But that's a trophy too, though. You get a trophy for making them go through 26 generations.
No, fuck that. Fuck that. I'm gonna keep the same age, but when I do that, normally what I try to do is I won't cap off the age yet. I'll wait for one guy to get older, and then that certain guy I will cap off the age for him. But then the one guy gets older, I always make him do the art, and I always make him write the books, and then he's the one providing for the family.
Right.
So I always make him sell the most best art, and him sell the most books, and he's the grandpa. He's the one that provides for the family, and then other people are usually just doing everything. But that's usually how I always start off. I always start off with one person. It could be a grandma or a grandpa, but you start them off with young, and you get them with art and everything else. And once they reach their old age, then I cap off the age, and then I play Sims like how I want to.
Well, I can't tell you how many times I've made my Sim look like me and another Sim look like him. I've actually built our entire house and everybody in it, including the pets. Exactly how the house is, like to a T of like the carport and everything. He played it with me, and his immediate thing was making money by the painting. Like I was cooking and doing the mixology, and he was just over here paint, selling thousands. And he was like, "You just don't know what you're doing." I was like, "You're not playing it right. You gotta play it like this." But I try to do the generation thing, and I can't lock the ages, because if I make a kid, they get so annoying. Like a toddler. A kid's fine, but a toddler, they're constantly crying. They're constantly having their diaper changed. And if it's a baby,
You're talking to a father.
Yeah, I see. As a father who's played Sims, once the late age is locked in as a kid there, depending on how the kid is, most of the time I let defects come. Or
you tried to speak up for him. You're talking to a father. I'll let defects go.
Because those kids do get annoying and they do not age. So
it literally tells you so-and-so is hungry. If you don't feed him, he's going to be taken away.
Take his ass.
They'll do it with the pets, too. My thing is...
No, they ran away.
You can adopt in Sims. It's like $1,000 to adopt every single time, no matter who you're adopting. But the difference is if you're adopting a pet, they will come and do like an inspection. Like they come and like let the pet see you and everything. When you adopt a kid, the actual Sim leaves the house. You don't see anything, and then they just come back with the kid. That's it. It was like I adopted a kitty. My previous gameplay, the one that I was gonna see through to the end. The kind of rags to riches type where they start poor and then they end up rich kind of thing. Well, I adopted a kitty and they did a big shebang. Like they came in like a kitty cradle and the kitten ran around the entire house, and I was able to ask questions, to dismiss them, to not adopt. But when it's the kid, you just choose the kid you want. Well, really the color that you want. I mean, I'm not trying to be racist, but like the babies, they're either all white or they're all brown or they're not okay. That's it. And then they go up to kids. I mean, you don't adopt any teenagers or anything. And the same with kids. They're either all girls, all brown, all white. There's just all random. So you just got to pick from their little category here. And then they just leave. And then you come back with them. You don't get to choose if you're adopting them. They don't care. The house could look like complete shit.
have you thought about, instead of going from rags to riches, go riches to rags? And go riches to rags. And then what he was talking about, having like a drug head, you should give someone like a meth head, whatever, but make him homeless. Like this guy has to sleep at parks only and things like this or like that.
I need to do that because when he tells me to make a crackhead, I make like a whore type crackhead. Like I make where they barely have no clothes on and they're so skinny, and then
you could do that too. I mean, that sounds fucked up, but like you can make a whore, and the only time you will feed her is if she goes to sleep with somebody.
And every time she does that, it'll say that they're exhausted. Like if you do 2 elderly people and you have them have sex, they're like, I'm so exhausted, and then they'll do the thing where they're holding their back.
Like, sure, you're exhausted. Sleep on the couch, bitch.
But my thing, Sims allows you to be a fiance, married, yada yada, but they won't let you be a teen and pregnant.
Even though it happens now. And
you can't be a teen and go to college. Because, most people, they graduate when they're like 18. They go to college between the 18th and 20 mark, right? In Sims, you can't be. You have to be a young adult in order to be pregnant, a young adult in order to have sex, a young adult in order to go to college. I was like, so basically their entire life starts when they're 20 in The Sims. Like everything else is just school and part-time jobs. That's it.
You make me want to play Sims because I've not played it in so long.
I'm telling you, you should play it. It's really good. Sims 4, recommend.
That's the one that she's playing, or she played, and then I was playing too.
We're waiting for Sims 5. They'll just never release it.
Well, I think they're busy just releasing more packs.
Like I was about to say, like they keep coming out with the most expensive fucking things for that are like barely any add-ons.
Yeah, we're waiting. We always wait for the
sales. I always wait to the sales.
Like the end of the year sales going on right now. We're looking at those.
Snag all of them, but they came out with one that's like country living. I don't know if I want it. I was like, I don't care for that.
Isn't it like if you buy all the packs and Sims together, it's like $500 or $600?
If you buy every single pack.
Yeah.
But
at
the
the
thing
retail price. Yeah.
Is that if you have base game, they update the base game a lot, and if you have like no packs and stuff, they do update it to where you can't have nice things. But like I only have a few packs, and I think in total I have like 5 different worlds on it. That's it.
I know in one of the packs they did a poll, and they was asking what people wanted, and Star Wars is on the poll, and you probably guys know about this. Yeah, it was very last. And yeah, I don't know how many places. I guess like 15 things. And Star Wars was dead last, not even close to like 14. And they still put it in there.
Yep.
Yeah, you can dress as Boba Fett. You can dress as Princess Leia, Rey.
Yeah, they're like, people's like, if you just want to do an advertisement and just do it, like don't.
Because they have the license for Star Wars.
Yeah, they're like, don't make a poll and get us excited for this other stuff.
But they do cool things. Like they do put out like new stuff. Like doors, like different doors, because the same doors are shitty all the time unless you like want a really expensive door. And if you're doing a budget home, which I do all the time, because in the base game you get 3 worlds. You get one world that's Willow Creek, the other one that's like starts with an S. It's like a desert valley or whatever. And then the other one's
like Oasis something, right?
Oasis Springs, that's what it is. And the next one is Newcrest. Well, there's no houses in Newcrest. Like, you have to build everything. And the rest of them have the houses and stuff that you can remodel. So I was working on making all of the houses the way that I wanted it, and I'm not good at community lots, so I can't build a library for shit. I can't build a park for shit. Like, I'm still horrible. I'm pretty good at houses, though. Pretty good. Like, I can make a pretty good house. And I can make a tiny home like no other, like a 4x4. And they can still live and it'd be awesome. But, with the base game, they will update a lot of stuff. But I only have like 5 worlds. I have like a vampire world. The city living with like all the apartments. I have the pet world where like you can have a vet there and stuff. And then I have the 3. So like 6.
And they're all pretty different from each other.
But they do come out with like doors and windows all the time, and then they come out with
$40 a piece.
No, it's like with the update. But then they do come out with different packs, and then like you can get really cool counters and stuff if you're really into building, which is what I'm into. I like just to renovate. Like take the starter home that's like supposed to be $15,000 in the game and just completely gut it out and redo it. That's my favorite thing to do. And with the other packs, you can make them look a little bit more spiffy. I like to take different homes and make like trailer parks. Like 3 trailers on one lot. And like an 8-sim family, and then split them up between 3. That's what I like to do, because it makes it more fun. Because then I can make it really trashy. Like a really trashy trailer park.
Burn down a house of like 2 families. Make them start over.
I wonder if I could do that. I don't know about a house, but like sometimes fires just happen randomly, and then the fire department comes.
And then make a wall where they can't get to the house.
See, these are good ideas. Because I'll just be sitting there, and I'm like, Nick, tell me what to build. Nick, tell me
and I'm always telling her, make a mansion.
Always make a mansion. I'm like, I don't really want to spend 5 hours on this game.
You know what you should try? This probably won't be possible. I don't know. But if you could, you know how you can build a pool and you can get the ground to go in down, like underground type of thing? Try to make an underground like living space. Like
under
the
actual ground?
Yeah, like put it all the way down like as a pool, and then make some foundation or whatever, and then see if you can get some lights in there.
Yeah, I think I tried something similar to that, but I just didn't know the like terrain tools. They really updated that shit a lot recently. I'm gonna have to try it again, because I saw something. I used to watch Sim Builds all the time because I'm a nerd, and they would always do the underground builds, but like have a section that was like above ground, and then like the main house be underground. I'm just not good at imagining it. Like I have to put it there and then be like, nah, I don't like it, and then redo it and then do it again. And
is there a game that Nick plays that you're just like you hate? Like you just can't stand it when he turns it on?
Yes.
What?
The game with the screaming baby.
Oh, Silent Hill PT.
I cannot stand that game.
When it first came out, I got Silent Hill PT, and I would play it, and there's like this screaming child whenever, you go through the apartments, and eventually you'd hear like the baby screaming because it's supposed to freak you out. And I didn't have my headphones on, so I had it blaring on the TV, and it was just
It was awful.
It was very disturbing.
Awful. That and I don't know the name. I know it's like a Call of Duty or Black Ops thing, but the damn backstories to it, it's like we're these soldiers and those are the bad soldiers, and then we got to come in there and kill their family, gut them, and like, you know what I'm talking about? The ones where there's terrorists, and you had to go in there and you could either choose to kill the baby or not kill the baby.
Oh, that's Modern Warfare. Okay.
That one.
Yeah.
I fucking hate that one.
There's a mission called Clean House in Modern Warfare where it's like all night vision and shit. You're supposed to invade in like these residential houses.
I do not like it.
And there's another screaming baby part where you know the mom will pull a gun on you and you have to kill her before she shoots at you, and the baby will drop and shit. It's fucked up, but
and then they're just sitting there like, I'm like, how are you okay with that?
Hey, have you guys seen the High in Life at all?
I've heard about it. It's Justin Roiland's.
Yeah, it's funny. It's really funny. There's a scene in there. Pretty much what it is. It's like do you like Rick and Morty?
Nah, yeah, I don't watch them, but yeah, I've seen them.
Well, it's Rick and Morty game basically is all it is. But same guy. But he's the Morty character, I guess. He's like a gun, and pretty much the gun talks to you. So there's one scene in there where a really annoying kid comes up to you. He's like, hey, like being super fucking annoying, right? And then you try to shoot him, and the gun's talking. He's like, hey man, that's a kid. Like we don't shoot kids or whatever. And then you try it again. He's like, hey man, like seriously, it's not cool. Don't be shooting kids. Like just walk away. We don't have to do anything like this. And then you do it again. You shoot him. He's like, hey man, there you go. Cool. You just shot a fucking kid. Are you happy? We did it now. It's like we just lost our E rating. Like, like he breaks the fourth wall. He's pretty funny. But he's like, yeah, just go and tuck it away in your memory thing. You killed a kid. You can't get away from that now. You could have just walked away and not done anything about it. You know. He's like, he doesn't even know any better. You're a grown adult psychopath. Like,
now, there are some times that Nick's like, let's play a new game. Here, let me pick a game for you. And every time I go, as long as it's not Doom. I do not want to play Doom. Because I sit there and it's like, dun, 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 dun. And I'm like, what do I do? And then I'm moving and this big ass monster's coming after me. And I'm like, I can't. And I'm shooting, but I'm losing. And then the whole time, I'm like, dun, 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 dun.
I got a funny story with Doom and Jordan. I played the first one, right?
The original or the 2016?
2016.
Okay.
I played the first one, the 2016 one, and I beat it all the way through, and I have it on disc. I'll let Jordan borrow it. And he asked me how it was. Well, I told him before it was like an amazing game. Like I love this game, right? Because it's like, I love the game personally.
Yeah.
And he told me what she'd play on, and I was like, well, I played it on the hardest difficulty you can play on, and I did not play on the hardest difficulty I could play on. The developers have said they haven't beat that one yet when it came out. Like when it came out, they said they haven't beat it on that difficulty yet because it's so hard. I told Jordan, I was like, I played it on this, and I died a few times, but once you get used to it, you get it.
It's not too bad, yeah.
Yeah,
So you were fucking with him.
Yeah, and he gave me a month later. I forgot he had the game. A month later, we worked together. We see each other every day. Yeah, a month later, he gave me the game back. He's like, man, I'm gonna be honest, I cannot play this game. He's like, it is way too hard. And he's like, I just beat the first level. He's like, I was gonna give this to you back before, but I couldn't beat the first level, and it would just get like he was saying it was getting to him because like if you give it back without even beat the first level, like
takes his that pride.
Yeah. So he beat the first level, and after he beat the first level, he's like, yeah, man, I'm done. Like I can't do it no more.
Is he the one that also likes The Witcher 3?
Yeah, he's a big fan of it.
Okay.
But yeah, no. And then I told him, I was like, what'd you play on? And then he told me he played on the hardest difficulty possible. I was like, dude, I was joking. It's like, it's a really good game. Go back to the normal difficulty. And he was just so mad. At the point, he was just like, no, fuck you. I'm not playing this game no more. So
I had her play Doom Eternal when it came out.
You know what you should play? You probably already know.
What?
You probably know.
What?
What is it?
Kingdom Hearts.
A Kingdom Hearts. Yeah. He's like,
he's obsessed.
He's like, Isaac really wants me to play this game. I'm like, then you should play it.
I thought about buying the actual disc that comes with all the games in one. I just haven't got around to it.
So here's the thing. I told you Kingdom Hearts 2 is way better and my favorite game of all time. Kingdom Hearts 1, I made this very clear in the podcast before. It's a very rough game. Okay, when I got my buddy Josh playing it, and he went to all the way to like Tarzan and stuff. So he got at least like a good 4 hours in, whatnot, or 5 hours.
At least like halfway. Right?
Yeah, wait, almost halfway. And we're on share play, so I'm watching him play like live stream basically while he's playing, and I'm talking to him through the earbuds, whatnot. And I'm literally telling him what to do and where to go to get through as fast as possible, because I was like, I don't want him being stuck on Kingdom Hearts 1 and thinking this is how the whole series is.
Yeah.
So, and at some point he's just, hey man, look, could you just update me and tell me what happens in the story so I can just play the second? I was like, you know what, yeah. I know the first one isn't the best, so
yeah. It's always, the first one's always the hardest to get into. The second one's always better.
Yeah. But yeah, now he's playing the second one, so good news. But yeah, you should play Kingdom Hearts. Hey. Just saying.
Guess what I have to get it.
Yeah.
Plug. Now,
Kingdom Hearts 4 is coming out.
Damn. Okay, then we really need to get on it. Okay, what's a game besides Sims? Because you can't say Sims. We know the topic has been done. What game did I play that you just don't like?
That you play that I don't like? I mean, it's not that I don't like you playing Sims. I don't mind it.
Well, I know that you
something
like
on Switch,
Sims
right?
Again?
We just bought Overcooked. Overcooked 2.
Oh, that sounds annoying.
For fuck's sake.
That sounds annoying.
And it's not even that the game is bad. The game is really good and it's really fun. But it's so fucking infuriating because what you have to do, you have to work together.
Yeah, I played the game with Kaylee before.
It is infuriating because if one person doesn't know what they're doing, that means the other person can't do what they're doing.
Yeah.
So then you're fucked.
And then you're like, okay, you boil the noodles and cook the meat and I'll chop it and sling it to you. But that doesn't work.
Obviously, we're incompetent, so just do this. And it's so...
It took us like 16 tries on one level.
And we're only like on the second world and we're already like failing.
Now, I will say, with Super Mario 3D World...
that's just a whole different kind of fun.
We made it to the Crown World.
We almost got through Champions Road. Like, we're at Champions Road.
I mean, no.
That's the final
you don't know what we're
level.
talking about? Okay, so Super Mario 3D World came out when the Wii U came out. The wannabe Switch. So, when I did it, I kind of... Okay, so, like, what you're supposed to do is go through every level as every character. So, I didn't do that when I first did it. I just played
who else do you play as Mario?
Mario, Luigi,
Peach,
Toad, and then you have Rosalina, which is a new one. You have to play through every single level with all 5 characters. Every single one. And there's 6 worlds as it is. And then you've got like a Bowser world. And then you have 3 space worlds. All with like, you say 10 levels.
Give or take, yeah.
Per little section
10 to
that you
15
go into.
levels per world.
So every single one. So when I first played it, I just played through whoever I wanted to play as. Whoever helped me beat that level best, because like we always call Peach Jedi Peach because she can levitate, like she float because of her dress. So I went through it all and I only made it to like the Star World. There's like a Star World, a Flower World, and a Crown World. Well, now that we have it, we went through every single world with every single character. Don't ever play with him as fucking Toad. Because Toad is so fast. I mean, he's the fastest runner. And the whole time he's like, I'm fast as fuck, boy. I'm fast as fuck. And then the camera always goes towards the fastest. So you're always
that sucks.
Yeah, I always leave her ass in the dust and she's in a bubble that catches
and
up
I'm
to
just
me.
Floating. It's so infuriating.
And so if I die, then we both lose.
die.
Restart.
If I don't pop in time, we both die. So we made it to the last world and there's a level called Champions Road. It's the hardest fucking level in this entire game.
It's known like worldwide as one of the hardest levels in Mario history.
Yes,
like
it
in
is
Mario history.
Hard. It's like 30 stars. You have to get 30 stars. We only got like 15. So we got like half. Because we keep dying at the same spot. Now when we go back again, we just die within the first 2 seconds because it's so fucking hard. Recommend it though.
Fuck that.
It really is fun. It's like one of my favorite Mario games.
Well, I still don't know which one you're talking about. I never even heard about this one before. I heard about the Galaxy 1 and Galaxy 2.
That was with the Wii. 3D World came out. It was like a release game for the Wii. Kind of like Mario Odyssey with the Switch. 3D World came out the Wii U.
So if you didn't pay any attention to the Wii U, you didn't even know what the fuck it is.
I didn't pay attention to
Well,
it.
you can
be
go
honest.
like
No one did.
in 3D World, you can like become a cat.
Mhm.
Like they have like little bells, and then you're a cat, so you can climb up shit and get the stars easier and defeat Bowser as a cat. It's pretty cool. And then you can become a Nookie. They have Nookies in the other games, right?
Yeah.
Tanookies. Okay, so you can become that. You can become a Boomerang, a little shell dude, or you can become a fire thingy. That's only it, right?
And the cherries.
Oh, the cherries make you double. So you have like 2 Luigis instead of 1. If you eat the cherry, you have like 2. And then depending on how many cherries you eat,
You can give like 4,
You
5,
gain.
8, 9, 10. Yeah.
so
The
you have
more
like
cherries,
8
you get, the more you can
Luigis.
multiply.
Have you guys played the Mario Maker?
Yes.
That sounds like it'd be crazy too.
Oh God.
You make your own levels.
Yeah.
I used to make hard ass levels for her, just for the hell of it.
Yeah, I've seen some. I mean, I'm sure you guys have too, but the like just pretty much impossible levels
Oh, yeah.
that people would make.
Oh yeah.
Like I've seen levels. It was just like they purposely took damage to like get past a certain part, and then I don't know. It was just
That's
wild.
crazy.
With the patience it takes, I just do not
No.
have.
No.
Now I've seen some cute stuff, like when they propose with Super Mario Maker. They're like, "Will you marry me?" And they're like, "Go to the level." And
Made out of coins and stuff.
yeah,
spell it
it's
down.
really
It's cool.
cute. But that takes so much time.
I like it.
Now Odyssey, I liked.
Mario Odyssey.
Yeah.
I love Mario.
It's all right.
Odyssey.
It's good. I like it.
I gave it to a family member so that they could have it for. Was it a birthday or Christmas?
It's birthday.
Yeah, I gave it to them for their birthday. I still have never played Breath of the Wild all the way through.
I haven't either.
I'm not big on Zelda.
I feel like.
Bye.
I mean, I liked it. It's just like I just stopped playing it for some reason. Never got back on it.
You don't really play your Switch very much, do you?
No, not really. The Breath of the Wild though, like the side quests. I'm just a really bad person when it comes to side quests because like I will do every side quest before I can get back to the main story. Like it bothers me if I have anything, and so every time I go back to the main story, I'm just fucking like way overpowered.
Right.
And
That's how she is in Horizon.
yeah,
I
it's just-
go through
yeah.
all the side quests, and I'm like,
I
gotta
love
go through
Horizon, by
main-
the way.
Horizon Zero Dawn.
I can't
Like
get
one of the
into
best
it,
games.
but I need to. I need to
It's
retry
really
it.
good.
It's
I
fucking
haven't
amazing.
beat it yet, but it's like, he was showing it to me one day, and I was like, sure, let me play it, and I just got addicted.
Mm-hmm.
But I like games that I can stealth. Like, I don't like going in there guns ablaze,
Mm-hmm.
and like in Spider-Man, you can stealth. But the one thing I hate about the Spider-Man game is like,
You have to fight,
you have to fight. Like,
no matter what.
like you can go stealth up until a point, and then everybody just sees you,
Mhm.
no matter what you do.
Unless
I
you're Miles.
hate that because I'm a button masher.
Mhm.
I don't recognize the combos, so I just mash.
Do you know
whatever.
what the Thunderhawk is in Horizon Zero Dawn?
Yes.
Okay, it's like a big bird. and
Yes.
It's one of the hardest ones in the whole game.
I
It feel-
hate them.
Dude, okay. It feels amazing. I guess once you get to the end, it'll be better.
Mm-hmm.
But it feels amazing being like, you have to use everything in your arsenal. Remember I told you before about how I save everything to the end and I still don't even use it? In that game, like, I have to use everything type of thing. So, yeah, it feels pretty great. You get to this, like, hardest boss in the game. Stop! Sorry, cat scratch. But anyway, yeah, just pretty much one of the hardest bosses in the game. It's not even like I would say boss because you can just kind of find it in the open. But by the time you get to the end of the game, you're just taking down this thing and not like I can do it with like no damage, and it feels amazing.
See, I haven't got
because
to that part yet.
It feels
I'm wanting to.
it feels
I need to read
so great.
You need to play it.
I know.
I could tell you how I do it, by the way, if you want, but it would give it away.
I want the pride.
Okay.
Let me have my pride.
Okay.
Did you hear who won Game of the Year this year?
Elden
Elden
Ring.
Ring.
Yeah.
God of War did not win, but Elden Ring did. Which
But,
I'm not
I mean,
mad about, but I
kinda
understand. You can put like over 500 hours in Elden Ring and always find something new. God of War, it kind of has like a maybe 100-hour like kind of cap. After that, there's literally nothing else new you could find.
Yeah, no, Kingdom Hearts didn't come out this year. That's the only reason, but you know.
Do what?
What?
Only because Kingdom Hearts didn't come out. Yeah,
What?
well, 3 came out 3 years ago.
Well,
Yeah, I know, and
Didn't get shit.
oh man, it came out in January, man. It's not fair.
Not fair, my ass.
well, I mean, the first God of War, I played a little bit of it.
The 2018 one?
Yes.
Yeah.
Not the you know.
I never played the
whatever.
old ones. I played 3.
The one that like everybody raves
Mm-hmm.
about before this one.
Mm-hmm.
I played a little bit of it. I didn't finish it, but I really, really liked it. Now with him, he'd be like, "Hey, can you look up Odin's Ravens for me?" And then I'd be sitting there, "Okay, it's to the left."
And she would tell me, and I had to like look around for it and then hit it with the axe because I'm trying to get the fucking platinum.
Oh, see, like, on the PS5 now, what you can do is you can have this is what I did on Assassin's Creed. Have a YouTube video on the left side of the screen, and on the right side, you'd be playing the game. So, like...
I hear you can do that now, yeah.
Yeah, so, like, I'll be running, because, like, feathers, I clicked all the feathers. I'm watching him get the feathers, and then I'm actually doing it on the same TV, you know, just one side
I can't
YouTube.
play like that. Like, with Subnautica, I used to love Subnautica. I still do. But, like, we watch Jack play every single... Like, Jack's every single video... We watched him play Subnautica. So when I was like, I don't know where this is at, and I'd put him on and I'd play, my brain just wouldn't allow me to consume the information because of everything going around. So I was just like, pause. Where? Okay. Like,
No,
I
yeah.
can't do this.
I think maybe it's easier because like it's literally on the same TV.
Yeah.
So like I'm seeing him going down the hall and I'm going up and then I see them go right, so I'm just going right too.
Right.
And I guess it makes it easier. And by the way, you can't just actually do that. The way to do that is like, if you add me on PS5, send me a YouTube link, and then you can have messages on your side of the screen. And that's how I do it. I have my messages on the side of the screen. I sent TJ a YouTube link, and then I just went to YouTube and then did that. So
Remind me to bring my Quest 2 one day so that you can try the VR.
Oh my
Okay.
gosh. It's so fun.
I'm down.
He fell asleep one time with the VR on his head and woke
Oh,
up
it
like...
scared the shit out of me. Because I was laying down watching YouTube on it because it has like a theater mode.
Yeah.
Where the screen's like that fucking
Can you
big.
control it? Wait, you control it with your controller, right?
Yeah,
You should have fucked with him so hard. You should have fucked with him
He
so.
told me about it later.
Because I was watching YouTube on it, and then I just kind of fell asleep with it on, not thinking. And I remember waking up, and it would go to like the main screen, and evidently I had clicked on some kind of zombie game, and I just kept fucking hear the growls of it, and it would scare the shit out of me. I wake up like, oh shit, and then I would just see it in my face.
He still never recovered.
No.
Now, the VR does take some getting used to because it can cause dizziness.
Yeah.
and
Motion sickness.
Motion sickness. He was so sick the first day. He was like, I can't play this game because I feel so sick. And like the first time, was it the PSVR?
PSVR.
His arms would like constantly feel like they're floating in middle class. And he'd just be like, my arms.
Or I would look at my hand, and this is not my hand. This is not mine.
Constantly. And I'm like, you need to get off the VR.
But then every time I'd use the VR, my I don't know if it was the base model PS4 or the PS4 Pro, it would always rip through my power supply.
Just
I'd have to keep replacing my power supply.
That sounds horrible.
$70
Yes.
every time.
So we got rid of the PSVR and now he just has the Oculus, which is way better.
By the way, if you need to replace power, I've had to do the same thing. I can replace your power supply if that ever happens. Don't go to a store and let them charge you.
I go to I bought off Amazon, have it shipped to my house, and I just do it myself.
Okay, I'm saying yeah, because it's actually like not hard.
It's not
Yeah,
hard.
they'll
it's
charge
just
you like
annoying.
a lot of money to do it.
They charge like $200. Right?
Yeah, some stupid shit just to unscrew some shit.
Yeah.
It's like with
Oh,
your phone. Like
and-
you crack your phone, you can do it yourself. It's just, it's gonna take a minute. It's gonna take about 2 hours, but
Also, I got someone record this about doing some illegal stuff. But me personally, if whenever I have a controller, like, I probably shouldn't put this out.
It's okay. It's okay.
But
Just bleep this out. Bleep
no,
this
fuck
part
it.
out.
I'll leave it in here. No, it doesn't matter. Like, when I have a controller that has like drift on it or just messed up, like the controller's not good no more. I've had controllers like that have drift.
Yeah.
What I do is I buy a controller and I get the warranty for it like for a month later, whatever. And what I do is as soon as I get home, I take the controller apart and I put the outside on the new one, and then
return that one.
yeah, and I return the other one a few days later or a week to whatever,
smart.
and then I will get pretty much another controller for free.
That's
I get
just
two.
knowing how to do the system.
Yeah.
There's my aunt. She does that with diapers.
Mhm.
Like if she buys diapers or whatever, she like does this thing where it's like, if one pack is too small for them now and they didn't finish that pack, she'll go buy a whole new pack of diapers and then take that one pack that doesn't fit take it back and get the receipt and get her money back. She just got a whole new pack of diapers, but took that other pack that she didn't fit.
Yeah, I mean, it works. It works.
I mean,
not only that, I
how
mean,
to beat the system.
not only that, it's not my fault because there's a barcode. There is a barcode on the back of the thing out on the outside. You know.
Yeah.
They never check the barcode. I've never got.
Their problem.
They never once has said anything to me. GameStop.
GameStop.
That's their problem. I mean,
How much time we have?
We're over 2 hours, so I guess I'm going to go ahead and cut this off. So
You're fine, bro.
yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and call it there. Any last words or no?
Have fun.
Woo!
Fun.
recommend Sims and 3D World.
I think that nukes are needed.
Nukes are very
And I think men are titty babies. Right.
No, we probably don't need no nukes. And I'm sorry, Japan. I love you guys.
And not all men are titty babies. Just some. Some are really big titty babies.
Who in particular?
We'll get that in the next episode.
All right. Well, that has been the Famous for Nothing podcast. I hope you guys have enjoyed it. This has been Nick and Audrey.
Audrey.
Okay, I didn't want to say it wrong.
That's okay.
So, and Nick and Audrey. Sorry. 2 hours in.
Yeah.
But till next time, I can't even talk now. I always fuck up on the outro every time. Every single
Next
time.
time.
I love you guys. Thank you for watching. I will see you on the next time. Bye.